Well, I always like getting dressed up for the office. Get to go ahead and show this body. I'm playing, but I'm not fucking playing. When I work from home, all I wear is leggings. But when I get to go to work in the office, I like to put on. That's why I think it's so important for us to go outside the house. You look good on the outside, you feel good on the inside. Good morning, Gordo. Good morning, Sweet Hennessy. Good morning, Ken. So much. I went out. Did you do anything this weekend, Aunt? I went out Friday night to this outdoor concert, and I'm not a drinker, but I can't be just sitting there. Hey, Crypto. There's people out. There's people. What? People. I know you. Yeah, your thumbs are too big. There are people outside. I know. That's why I like going outside. I went outside Friday. Went out by myself to this concert, and so I was like, well, let me go get something to drink because I wanted to sit there and just look. So I got me a Long Island iced tea. Man, that shit had me in the fucking bathroom the whole fucking weekend. I can't be drinking that shit. Good morning, Mick. So I had a hangover the whole weekend. So I slept well because I was in my bed the whole weekend. But at least I went outside. Hey, good morning, Tyler. At least I went outside. I gotta be forcing myself. Hey, Moonshine, good morning, Moonshine. Good morning. Oh, I love it when you call me baby. I love it. Good morning, Harmony. Did you have an amazing life, girl? You're not tired yet. I know you didn't sleep yet. No, business, huh? Oh, thank you for calling me baby. Love being called baby. Thank you for my heart, me. Thank you, Moonshine. And thank you for liking the live, and
virtual assistant from Wells Fargo makes banking faster and easier. Like this.
Fargo, what did I spend on
there you go, Aunt.
And this.
Fargo.
That's another one for you, baby.
And this.
Fargo.
You know, I like to show off my pictures. I mean, going outside to work.
Do you, Fargo?
I don't have to work outside today, obviously. That's why. One time you're going to... Good morning, Jay. One time you're going to see me live early in the morning like this. Oh, thank you for my... What's that, a smiley heart love? I never seen that before. That's beautiful. Thank you, and thank you for joining the team. I don't like this whole fan club shit. That makes... Good morning, Kensta. I don't like this whole... shit. That makes... Good morning, Kensta. I don't like this whole... fan club shit. I'm humble. I don't need a fan club. No, team us together. We're a united front in a team. I don't know why they changed it to a fan club. Was to gas people up even more. That's good, baby girl. I just woke up after I left your live. Well, shit. What time did I leave your live yesterday? I think must have went right to bed. Peace and harmony. Thank you, music. Happy Monday morning. I hope you slept well. Hope you had a great, amazing fucking weekend. I had a great weekend. I slept. I don't know why he wants to say I had a great Friday, and then I slept Saturday and Sunday. I had to recover. The hangover hits harder when you older. Good morning, Mr. Key. Key to the city. I got keys to the city. We'll listen in the comment today. This is my comment though. This is what Mos Def. This is Mos Def. Did Mos Def ever come back to the country? Did he ever come back to the country? I think he did. Cancer, you back? Did you come back from the cold? It's gonna be 85 degrees. It's actually gonna cool down today. It's gonna be 85. Cause let me tell you something. This heat been heating. This is the first time I've been in Florida for 5 years. This summer has been a humid ass summer. When I went there, summer has been a humid ass summer. When I went dancing on Friday, I was sweating all over that place. Even the rag that I brought with me was not doing the fucking deed. You ready to get this work day started? You miss Florida? You will come back. Florida misses you too. It depends. I don't know. What part of Florida did you live in again? I know I keep on asking that same question all the time. Thank you, Cancer, for my roses. Thank you for my roses, Cancer. Like singing him, can't stop. Thank you for my roses, can't stop. Like singing him, can't stop.
She was that L, man.
Oh, that's right. You just say you lived in Tampa. I love Tampa. I mean, a lot of people don't know about Tampa. A lot of people don't know Tampa's the shit, man. I love Tampa. Like I said, I went to Welton. You know, when you lived in Tampa, did you go to the Crate in Wesley Chapel? Kenster, you need to go there. You would enjoy that, Kenster. It's a trip from you, but it's nice. It's like they have these crates. I guess they're not crates. They're what do you call it? Like, you know, like storage bins. And they made these storage bins into like restaurants and bars and stuff. So you got them all around. And then they have like a little park there. And at the park, they be playing every last Friday of the month. They play, well, each day they have a different something going on. So, but the last Friday of the month, they have R&B night. So you just bring your lawn chairs out there and the DJ will sit there and play R&B music. So you just bring your lawn chairs out there and the DJ will sit there and play R&B music. And everybody starts dancing. But the Crate, Krate, so it's in Wesley Chapel. And so this ATE, so it's in Wesley Chapel. And so this Friday they had Monifa. You know who Monifa is? Do you really wanna touch it? Do you really wanna get with me tonight? Oh, that's Heavy D's girl. I'm going in now. Keep on tapping the screen. That means that somebody's trying to report me. That's how that shit happens. Please, but you know, I don't know, because you know, that's oh shit right here. Look.
Like a comet invasion, nonsense like the Afro-Asian.
Half man, half amazing, but in my physical, I can't stress through songs. Please, that's like Motrin. Oh, thank you, Diamond. Look, my baby girl, Diamond. What you know about this? Some New York shit, Harmony. Thank you, Diamond, and good morning. Look, shoot 'em. Queens in the house. Alright, Kenster, what color is this now since you colorblind? Good morning. I know you didn't sleep well. You're another one who don't sleep good. So analyze me, surprise me, but can't magnetize me. Can't say shh. Can't say that word. Ain't hard to tell. Oh, there you see my girl Harmony's in the crowd. Harmony been up all fucking night making purses. She made it. You has a beautiful purse that you made. I love that color too. So, Aunt, have you ever heard about the Grove? Have you heard about the Grove? The Crate by the Grove? I don't know what it's called. So I was dancing. I was dancing. I got my groove on Friday. I was dancing. But what's wrong with y'all, man? Yo, man. Alexa, Valiant 3. So I'm over here at one of the bars, one of the little Crate things, and I'm over here saying, well, let me get a drink because I don't want to just be sitting there. So I got myself a drink. I said, but I'm going to get the most powerful drink. So I got me a rum and coke. So there's this dude there. He's behind me. He's buying a cigar. So I'm over here. I'm a friendly person. So I'm sitting there. I'm making conversation with him. I'm like, yo, I don't know why I'm getting this rum and coke. I mean, this Long Island iced tea that's just going to have me on my ass. But I needed some. So we joking. Haha. Good morning. See me. All right, cool. We talking for a good 15 minutes. He ain't asking me for the number. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just keep it moving. So I kept it moving. But later on, good morning. I hope you slept well. You better slept well. Good morning, Lisa. So now later on, I put my little chair up and I'm sitting there, and I said, let me go make my rounds. I like to walk around, scope the scene, try to see see what men are around, who men is with somebody, who men is with their boys, who men are sitting by themselves. So I see the same dude, but he's standing up. Now you got to bring a chair, because if you don't bring a chair, you're gonna be standing up. So I see him and I approach him again. I was like, you didn't bring a chair? He was like, nah. I said, yo, I got an extra chair in my car if you wanna go ahead and sit next to me. Nah. He didn't. Nah. He's like, I'll let you know. Nah, I'm good. Just standing up. Some dude standing up by himself the whole entire time. Meanwhile, I'm over here offering a fucking chair so that he could sit next to me. Listen, I'm not asking him to get married, dude. Can we just hang out? Fucking men are weird. You're going back to sleep. I mean, that's the whole point. I want you to stare at me. What the fuck? I mean, that's what I'm saying, Kenster. Like, that's the crazy shit. You can stare at me as much as you want. I wouldn't put it up there if I didn't want you to stare at me. Shit. That's the whole point of me showing my titties. Baby. That's all right, Diamond. Come on. You know I like to flirt. You know I like the menses. Because obviously this is the only way I could get any type of action, because I'm sitting here going out to this place on Friday. I'm trying to make conversation with some man. The conversation good, but shit, come on, let's chill. Can we just hang out? Then this fucking dude, I'm gonna invite him here because I got a problem with him, because he live in fucking Wesley Chapel. He live right down the fucking block. He always want to talk to me on this fucking internet, but he don't want to talk to me in person. That should be fucking driving. What's his name? Julian. I'm about to fucking invite him over here so he can sit there. He ain't gonna talk about that I'm playing games, that I'm teasing him. That's what he said. You better stop teasing you. I work everybody's nerves, Kensta. Welcome, Kensta. I get on everybody's fucking nerves. That's why you been loving me. You like that? You like that shit? Yes, this dude Julie ain't gonna sit there, ain't gonna inbox me. Still, that never gave me his fucking number. Again, he lives right up the fucking block from me. Talking about, I feel like you full of shit. I'm full of shit. You still haven't even. I know you do. I know you do. My alarm is going off. Ricky! I love seeing that when I see your name come up. Ricky! Handsome ass Ricky!
I kinda laugh when you cussing me.
I like the pimp in you.
I kinda laugh when you cussing me.
I like the pimp in you. Ain't no pimps in. You know what? There ain't no fucking pimps in this damn fucking internet. Tell you that fucking much. Because there was some pimps in this fucking internet. Y'all know how to fucking internet. Tell you that fucking much. Because there was some pimps in this fucking internet. Y'all know how to fucking talk to me. I don't play too much. And I like playing. A matter of fact, my quiet time this need to be like children. So yes, I like to play too much. I'm doing what God told me to do. Don't need to be like children. So yes, I like to play too much. I'm doing what God told me to do. I absolutely am. I am God's child. I absolutely am. I am God's child. But that was my question of the day. My question of the day is, who is the greatest person you ever met? Who's great? And what was your reaction to that person when you met him? Great. And what was your reaction to that person when you met him? Were you as obnoxious as you are on this damn internet, or were you childlike? Let me go turn off my alarm. It's driving me crazy. Hey, shit, show, good morning. Oh, look at my kiss. Oh, you gave me a huggy. I love huggies. Keep on tapping my screen. I'm sorry. I mean, you know what that means, right? They're sitting there trying to report me. They're sitting there trying to report me. I don't know why they keep. What I'm gonna start doing is going on my backup page, because I'm tired of this bullshit. I don't know why I took off my Wi-Fi. Let me go out and come back and let me see if that works. Let me see. Why I took off my Wi-Fi. Let me go out and come back and let me see if that works. Let me see. Alexa, play.
Zaxby's hand-breaded chicken fingers.
Alexa, play 108 Soul.
108 Soul from iHeartRadio.
Alexa, play Common.
Tommy and similar songs on
Alexa,
Amazon
stop.
Music.
Alexa, stop. Let me see. I just went out, came back in. Let's see how that goes. Alexa, play 108 Soul. All right, listen.
Here's a mix based on Angelica.
That's not what I asked her. Why this bitch never fucking listen to me?
Meditations
Alexa, stop.
Music.
Alexa, play 108 Soul.
108 Soul from iHeartRadio.
Alexa, play Tina Marie. I'm confusing yours.
Tina Marie Radio.
Why am I confusing mine? What you mean? Oh, your Alexa? My bad. Why your Alexa listens to me? Your Alexa listens to me, but my Alexa does not listen to me. My Alexa does not want to listen to me. But I'm glad. Look, I'm in your house. Good morning, Casueco. Cancienso. You beautiful lady. I love watching your video, by the way. I love watching your video today. I said, look at my beautiful friend. Even though I be tearing up her name. Good morning, Flower Power. Ooh, Flower Power. I like that. This is my song because my live keeps going in that. Good morning, gorgeous. Alexa, volume 5. My life. Good morning, Enforcer. You guys are having a great morning. You better have slept well. It's Monday morning, back on the grind. Good morning, Enforcer. You know I like to say your name. Oh, you welcome. Thank you for posting, Enforcer. You know I like to say your name. Oh, you welcome. Thank you for posting a picture, posting a video. I love watching videos. I love watching people's videos. Our heart is yearning for your love. My heart is yearning for your love, baby. Good morning, Carlos. Is yearning for your love. I got these bras from TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop be giving me free bras. I don't know why they stay giving me free bras, right? Let me tell you, they're the most comfortable bras. Volume 2. Alexa, volume 2.
Good morning.
Good morning, sunshine.
It's too early for that.
I know, it's always too early for you. Too bad. You're going to have to deal with all this energy.
How many cups of coffee you done had?
One, and I'm about to make my second one since you just reminded me. Thank you very much.
I shouldn't have said nothing. But you remember your live from the other day, right?
Yeah. Friday.
Okay, so you remember what I said. Don't repeat it, but you remember what I said when I said I like such and such and such and such, right? You don't. But anyway.
Anyway, if you keep on talking, I'll remember. Go ahead. I'm
But
old. I'm old. Go ahead.
but somebody followed me based off of that
Really?
comment, right?
Okay. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It turned out to be bad.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Why? Oh, these motherfuckers on here. These motherfuckers. You can't. I don't trust none of these motherfuckers on here. Sorry, but go ahead.
It's well, it started out good.
It always does.
That young lady, I can't say her name either. I don't want to butcher her, but she said your hair is so shiny. Um,
My hair is so shiny. You know, because I put some good shit on my hair. All right, but go ahead. Somebody told me one day that my curls are based on how I feel. So I guess I was feeling good that day. So my curls look good. So, but thank you. Yeah, tell me.
it started out good, but
Uh,
then I couldn't sleep, so I was scroll. You know me, I be doing scrolling on TikTok,
right.
and I jumped in the live they were in,
Uh-oh. I really know how people are. Thank you for achieving the goal, Forza.
and it went left real quick because
I believe it.
they they drink and they drink heavily.
Oh, I don't like. Yeah, a lot of drinkers here. Okay, that's not good.
This is a girl, by the way. This is not a dude. This is a
Yeah, and
girl.
I know because there are girls, there are women out here that drink heavily too.
So I'm like, am I talking to the sober you or the drunk you? And she said the drunk me. I said, so you're not gonna remember this conversation tomorrow? Then she said probably not.
Uh-uh.
That's just doing too much for me.
I don't like drinkers. I don't like drinkers. I don't like
Now
drinkers.
don't get me wrong. I drink occasionally. I drink and give me a nice glass of wine or some Ciroc or something like that. But
Okay, sweetheart.
I don't know it.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe me. I believe me. I know. Listen, I had a rum and coke on Friday because I went to Wisconsin and I just wanted to get a little bit right. Man, I was in the bathroom the whole rest of the fucking weekend. I said, this is the reason why I don't fucking drink.
Hmm.
I don't know how people do it, but this I understand and I understand more than you know because that's
It's just weird to me how people say that they're interested, but then they never really take the time to cultivate the interest. And then if they do cultivate the interest, it's on some trash type of vibe. And
they're not really interested. They're just
right,
renting.
don't get me wrong. I know that I ain't everybody's cup of tea. I'm not meant to be everybody's cup of tea,
Right.
but stop playing with me. Cause I'm a Leo through and through. Like, stop
Right.
playing with me.
Right. And then the thing is with Leos, well, I mean, I'm not a Leo, but I'm a fire sign. We are what you see is what you get type of people. So we don't know how to be anybody else but who we are, the good, the
Right.
bad, the ugly. So
Right.
and unfortunately, we expect other people to be the same way with us too, right? We want to expect
Yeah.
like just show if you're gonna be good, bad, or ugly, that's fine. But let me see that up front. Don't pretend to be one way and then I see your true colors later on. Because now we're just wasting each other's time.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry it happened that way, but I don't like that's what I like to watch people. And I mean you know that too, but I think sometimes we just sit there and get caught up sometimes.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to get caught up. Like, I had no idea that you even followed me based on what I said. Because just because I said that don't mean I like you in that way. You know? Like,
True.
I don't even know you. And then when I'm, observing you, this is what you show me. Like, if I want to experience that constantly, I might well stay with my ex. Like, no.
It's not very attractive. It's not very attractive when somebody acts a certain way when they're under the influence.
It's really not. And then they went
It really
live. They went live, I think, day before yesterday or yesterday. And I went in there and they were drinking.
Yeah.
I'm like, and you just kept saying my name, because you were
Oh
trying to
wow.
get me to talk to you. I was gone by that point. Like, I responded to her like twice, and then
But she wasn't
I
being
know.
rude. Was she being rude or disrespectful, or she was just trying to get your attention?
She was just trying to get my attention, but yeah. So,
And because you wasn't on that type of time, you didn't think she was being funny.
mm-mm,
Yeah, I get
mm-mm.
that.
I just, and then I've had people like, cause you know me, I rarely show my face. 'Cause if you want to see what I look like, just go to my page. Like, I don't have to turn my camera on every time I'm in somebody's box.
Right.
But I've had people be like, "Oh, she must be ugly because she don't turn her camera on." You could think
No,
whatever you want to
I
think.
was spying on you the other day because I seen you made a post, and I said, "Oh, look at Diamond," and I went on her page. I'm like, "Oh my God, she's so beautiful."
Yeah, I stay hidden because I just don't. If somebody wants to talk to me, they can talk to me, not talk to the picture of me, if that makes sense.
No, I know it completely makes sense.
Yeah, if you want to get to know me, get to know me. Don't base your getting to know me based on what I look like, because looks change every day.
Right, exactly. No, and you can't. And another thing too, you can't get to know me by even talking on this damn internet or watching my videos. You're really not getting to know me by just looking at me. But then that goes to show me what kind of person they are. When they're really just not. I mean, Harmony was me and Harmony was talking about it yesterday. Was talking about how men, not really wanting to, or people not really wanting to get to know who you really are. They just think, oh, by complimenting you all the time or by buying you gifts, that's showing them that they care about you. Good morning, Jeffrey. But it's just like, no, you know how to get to me. Really get to know me. Like, know what makes me tick. Know what
Right.
makes me smile. Or know if I am a great singer. Know that that I love to sing. Know that I like to do certain things, that I'm funny, that I got a smart ass mouth. You know what I mean? Like that I'm really interested. I'm a real people person. I like people. Like, get to know who I am in my inside. And you're only gonna get that from me by having a personal conversation with me.
Yeah, but they don't even know how to do that. So
They don't, Diamond. They don't. And I've noticed that a lot. I know not a lot of people know how to have conversations. Everybody has most people have an agenda. Most people have an agenda, and their agenda is, I've noticed, is attention. A lot of people just need attention. It's weird at this grown ass age,
at that big ass age.
at this big ass age, that people need attention. Then they're not getting attention from their family, from their kids, from their spouses, from their coworkers. I don't know, but if you're not getting attention outside of this damn app, then that's a you problem, and you need to figure it out. And maybe it got to do with your fucking drinking.
That part. That part. I had somebody get mad at me. I was a moderator for them. They got mad at me because I don't. I'm not on TikTok 24/7.
Right.
I've never been on TikTok 24/7. Like, I have shit to do. Like, plain and simple.
Right.
I got shit to do. And they unmodded me and then wanted to argue with me because they say they never see me. Okay, when I first became your moderator, I told you I was in school, I was working, which I was, so you weren't going to see me. You said that was cool. Okay.
You can take this moderator thing way too fucking seriously.
Too serious. And I'm like, I got other shit to do besides sit on
I just got rid of all my moderators.
24/7. Like, why you mad?
I don't know. I don't know. People, I've seen it. You know how many arguments and fights I've seen on this damn app because of moderators.
It's ridiculous.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
Ridiculous.
I think it's a power thing. I think, and then it's like, it's not a job. It's not like, I mean, I get it. Now, when I'm in here, I'm in here. Like, I don't like when people make me moderators. I'll be a moderator, but I don't want to be one. I'm a horrible because I like trolls. I like fucking with the comments. And Ricky, I don't know what a plan is. I don't think when you have a conversation, you should have a plan with somebody. Because I mean, what does that mean? So I gotta wait. Because when I notice, Diamond, some people when they say they have a plan means they're sitting back, they're watching you, they're watching how you talk. Like Ricky, Ricky said that he does that to me. I can't stand that. He's like, he told me that I'm hard to figure out, and I'm like, why don't you just have a conversation with me and you could get to know me, and then you could figure me out. But by watching me have a conversation with you, Diamond, that's not getting to know me. He's just seeing how my reaction with Diamond, my conversations with Diamond.
And I think that they do that a lot. They base what they say and how they say it off of what they see on this platform, not knowing or recognizing. And Ricky, this is not a hit to you, I promise. This is just general observation. Not knowing that the person that they're actually going to get to know has a different personality when
Right.
it's just the two of you.
Right.
Like
Right.
you still get the same person, but you get, if you know how to
Depending
hold
how
a
you talk to
conversation,
me.
you get a little bit deeper.
Right.
You go deeper with that person versus being in this type of atmosphere. Because in this type of atmosphere, she liable to say any damn thing, and she has.
Right.
And she has. So,
But doesn't mean when I'm in person with Ricky or in person that I'm not going to be vulnerable with him. You know what I
right.
mean? And be softer and kinder because now I'm in a different type of setting. We're more intimate now because it's just me and you. I'm not in public where everybody could be listening to what the conversation that we're having.
Right. See, the difference between me and Adrian is I don't have no filter. So
Oh, that's great. You seem to have a filter. Oh, thank you, Diamond.
you don't either, but I really don't have a filter. Like
Yeah, I try to control myself. I do try
what
to.
you see is what you get. But at the same time, I know how to sit in a boardroom with
Right.
businessmen and
Exactly.
businesswomen.
Right. It's not
This
like
is
you're gonna
my
be in an office with a whole bunch of coworkers and you're gonna be
right,
saying what the
right,
hell's on your mind. You know, you have some tact in you. You know how to just wheel it in when you need to.
right. This is my. I come on here to escape, and I don't jump on anybody and everybody's panel either.
Right.
I have to be
Feel safe.
in
Oh, I hate to
tune
say the
with
word
you, right,
safe.
and feel safe. Because
Mm-hmm.
TikTok, why they say some atmospheres are safe spaces, they're really not.
No, they're really not. But I don't know. It used to be that way. I think Diamond. When I first started on this app, it used to be. I remember being with my girlfriends, and we used to just. I mean, we used to have such a great. We would just say whatever they wanted to say. We were hanging out, having jokes, laughing, da da da. And then it just started. Then it just started changing where people will start using that against you. And to me, that's just so weird that you can't be vulnerable on this app because people will start using that shit against you.
Yeah.
I know. People are weird. So yeah, so we shouldn't judge people by, or think that you have to come up with a plan in order to get, if you really want to get to know me, then go ahead and really get to know me.
Right. It takes
Um,
time, energy, and effort
It
to
really
do that.
does. It really,
But
and that's what, and I think that's what it is. I think a lot of people want to, and I know that's not even just on this app, but I feel like outside of this app too, when I talk to have conversations with men that I meet, is like they just want it's like they don't want to put the time and effort into that. They just, that's why they always ask you these interview questions. What are you looking for? Do you know how to cook? They always ask you like these like you're applying for a job. They just want to get right to it to see if you fit if you fit the position.
it's surface level type questions.
I
Like,
can't stand those questions because that's not really getting to know me.
hmm
Knowing what my favorite color is not really getting to know me.
right, because I mean, it's only so much of my favorite color I'm gonna accept from you. So, like, eventually, I'm gonna be like, okay, that's enough.
Right?
And for me, if you ask me surface level questions all the time, I'm gonna start giving you surface level treatment.
And exactly, because knowing my favorite color, like unless they're okay, now that's if they're buying you the shit of the favorite color, but 9 out of 10 times they're not really buying you fucking anything anyway. So why the fuck it doesn't matter what fucking my favorite color is? Is that gonna tell you what my personality is like?
Right. But
You know
some,
what I mean?
but some of the opposite sex feels that way. They
Thank you,
feel like if they
moonshine.
can get surface level answers, they only have to give surface level attention.
Oh, that's a great point. That's a great point.
They
That's a good.
don't want to go deeper because if they go
Mm-hmm.
deeper, that means that they have to dig deeper in themselves and have to change
Mm.
certain aspects of themselves
That makes sense.
because the representative that they are presenting to you,
That makes a lot of sense.
they don't hold that, they don't hold that quality. So now they have to put the facade of the representative down and actually be themselves for a little while.
And they don't want to be themselves because they know themselves a suck. And then you know what it is? I feel like they always want to find. I feel like they want to find out what's wrong with you.
Before they reveal what's wrong with them.
Right. So So it could be a you problem and not a them problem. So they don't open up. I had this one guy, I was talking to this one guy on the phone, and I was telling him, I'm like, when was the last time you went out? Because I could always tell when somebody don't go out because they don't know how to communicate with other people. So he was telling me, so he was like, oh, has his men club that he goes to. I'm like, okay, well, what do you talk about in the men's club? He's like, well, I just sit back and watch them have conversations. And I'm like, that's kind of creepy for you to be sitting back and watching. It's like, what are you doing? Like watching a TV show? They're there to entertain you. I'm like, you got to be part of the conversation. This is not you're outside. You're not watching TV. He's like, but I like to watch them to see how they move. I said, don't you understand? They're watching how you move, talking about, look at this creepy guy just showing up, not even being a part of the conversation. I said, you look like the creepy dude in the fucking group because you're not participating. But so again, he's so busy looking at them and judging them and pointing out how they move. He not realizing, like, yo, look at yourself. You moving weird. You looking weird out there in these streets. So Diamond, my question of the day, since you're up here, was, who is the greatest person you ever met? Why are you laughing? Good morning, Negro Jesus. You have to think about it, right? I had to think about it too. No, when I was thinking about it, I wasn't a famous person. It wasn't like, to me, I think he's the greatest. It was a man. Of course, I got to be a man because it's all about men with me. But to me, he was the greatest person I ever met. Because I just admired him so freaking much that when I met him, I was all nervous. I was childlike. I was acting like I was talking like I normally do, like running my mouth because I just didn't know how to just keep still because I was nervous to meet him. So to me, and what made him great in my eyes was that, like I said, I admire him. I love the way that he talked. I love how he was really patient. I love how smart he was and how it wasn't about my looks and it wasn't about my sex appeal and it wasn't all about getting me in bed. It was more about him trying to get to know me. So even though me and him are not on that level no more, he's still the greatest person to me because I would never take that away from him. So I think, now that I give you a little bit, do you know who the greatest person?
I don't.
What's that? What you? Have you ever met anybody famous, Diamond?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
I sing, so I've been in the room with a couple of people, but I ain't gonna say they're the greatest person.
Okay, so give me a person that you met, famous.
TD Jakes.
Really? I like TD Jakes. He's not the greatest person you ever met.
I ain't saying I'm not saying he's not a great person. He is a great person, but he don't. Not to me.
Okay, beautiful.
In my eyes, the greatest person that
Okay, tell me what the greatest person is.
In my eyes, the greatest person to me is someone who sees me before I see myself.
Amen. Oh, I like that. Yes. And that's exactly what this man did for me. He saw me before. I love that. I love that, Diamond. And that's so true, right? Because they're really looking at you. There's no agenda there.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I'm interested in okay, so you haven't met him yet. Don't worry. You have. And he's coming. Or they coming. Or whoever it is.
Listen, I can only handle one at a time. So if y'all coming in pairs,
everybody in your inbox now, I forgot. Everybody gonna be in your inbox like, I'm the greatest man, the person you ever met.
If you coming in pairs, just wait. One of y'all gotta come at one season and then another will come at a different season. Cause
listen, the way that when your season only lasted 24 hours with the last person.
Listen, it wasn't even 24 hours for real.
No, listen, a lot. 24 hours is the max. I know. So I had a conversation with somebody that left work. By the time I got off of work, the season was already over. I was like, yeah, I'm over that.
I think for me, what's a deterrent for me is people, they see the turn up side of me.
Right.
So when it comes to like times like this, when I'm actually showing that I'm intelligent, because y'all don't think I am, they be like, that ain't the same person that I was interested in. I don't care.
That's the most crazy. Like, because to me, that's toxic to me. If you like me being turned up all the time, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Because who wants to be around somebody who's always hype all the fucking time and turned up and got a smart ass fucking mouth?
Now, don't get me wrong. Now, there are a couple people on here that would look for me just so I could turn up on
Right.
somebody for them.
Right.
But it's
That's
so many
good.
diamonds now. They just be look. Okay, y'all ain't found the
They
right
want
one
a
yet.
bulldog. They want a bulldog. That's what I call it.
But
I
I mean, y'all need to stand up for yourself because I ain't always
I get
around.
it. There was this woman on here, that she was getting into it with somebody, and I was just coming out, because Diamond. As you could, even the other day, I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
I can't do it, especially now if it's a man, I'm all in. But when
Right.
it's a woman, I can't stand women tearing each other down. So I was just trying to be a peacemaker, and when I got off that live. She called me up and she said, "Okay, well, I see you. Me and you can't be friends." I was like, "What?" She said, "Because you didn't stand up for me. You're a grown ass fucking woman. You know, like if you
Right.
want
You could have got in the box and said whatever you had to say. Now.
and the thing is, and she's not that type of person. But my whole thing is, if you're not a type of person that got a mouth and don't start no, because she was the one who started this shit. So me, it's like, don't start no shit. There won't be no shit. If you know that you can't handle the pressure,
But
then
the, but then in her defense, now what was said was taken completely out of context because I read people very well, and that young lady, I read her very well. She loved attention.
yeah,
Because I don't know if you noticed when she first
oh
came in,
yeah,
I was in the middle of talking, and you
yep,
had like I wasn't even talking, and you just instantly cut me off to talk about your daughter. Okay, congratulations on your graduation. I'm proud of her. Don't know her, proud of her, but you interrupted me. But you know me in my mouth. You know
right,
me in my mouth, so that's why I didn't say nothing.
I know,
But that was yeah.
yeah,
That
no, I know,
it went left because before, and it didn't need to go left. It did.
absolutely,
It went left and did not have to go left. My grandma used to tell me all the time, chew up the meat and spit out the bones. If it don't apply, let it fly. And
exactly.
it was something about what Mama Money said that hit you where it hurt. Because if what she was saying didn't hurt you, it wouldn't have never bothered you.
Right.
If you weren't triggered by something she said, it would have never bothered you.
No, I agree. I completely agree. But again, with the bulldog stuff, you try to get it with that bulldog stuff. She didn't want to be my. She only wanted, to me. I felt like she only tried to be my friend because of my mouth, and she thought that I was gonna be able to get into it with people for her, and I was into. I know to me it was like, okay, well, we don't need to be friends no more. And
But she had said in the comments that she knew where she
I
wasn't
wasn't talking about
welcome.
that lady. No, it was somebody else. It was somebody else. I wasn't talking about that situation.
Oh.
Yeah, no, not shit. I wasn't talking about my money. That woman got a fucking mouth on her own. She don't even do shit for her. But just like you, Diamond, you know what I'm saying? She knows, she's like, listen, I ain't even gonna.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Some things are not even worth your energy.
for real, really,
Yeah.
really
No,
and
I get
truly,
it.
it's
No, I
not.
completely. I'm not way too. And that's one thing that's good about being this age. You got to pick and choose your fucking battles.
Hmm.
Not everything is worth it.
Yeah, and I had to learn that the hard way too, because I'm like, I used to go 0 to 60 at the drop of a hat for real, but
Mhm.
I had to take a step, and it was because of TikTok. I had to take a step back and like look at myself and like, girl, half of these people you not gonna ever meet, and you turning up for them, and the way that you turning up for them, they not gonna turn up for you the same
On
way.
stage.
So I'm gonna need you to calm down. But
Right.
yeah, so
And that's the only thing that we can do, right? We can't control other people. We only control ourselves. We only control our reaction.
hmm.
Good morning, Ricky. Ricky, I love this picture of you, by the way.
That was a terrible picture. I look like I was mad.
No, I mean, it's better than your other picture that you had, which
What, the
wasn't a picture.
motorcycle?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Why you just
Whatever.
can't say thank you? Why you just can't say thank you, Ricky? Just say thank
What?
you.
I'll say thank you.
All right, easy enough. He's one of those diamonds. He likes to argue. He likes me to
What?
argue with him. He thinks it's
I don't
cute when
play. I
I
don't
argue.
play. I will pledge you, and I will not answer your questions in the morning.
What do you mean you're not going to answer my questions in the
You remember
morning?
the question that you
What
asked.
you up here for then shit? To argue with me?
No, I just want to listen. I'm not trying to argue though.
Oh, you just come
Why
on here.
y'all arguing like y'all married? Y'all married?
That's exact. Thank you, Diamond. Because the
Y'all
last
old married
conversation I
couple.
had with him, I told him the same fucking thing. I said, "Why are we arguing like we married?" And then, can I tell her, Ricky? Then he said the most beautifulest thing because he said that he
Don't
was.
say, don't do that.
You want me to
Okay,
say the other thing that you said? You want me to say the good thing or the bad thing? Because I can say the bad thing.
I've said a lot of bad things. I was probably drinking at the time, so you know.
Because he's one of those drinkers, Diamond. He's one of them
Oh
drinkers.
Lord.
So, all
I
right.
don't drink
All right,
anymore.
so
I quit
pick one.
drinking.
Are you gonna pick? Because I'm gonna have to tell a story about you. So it's either the good thing that I like about you, or the
Say the good thing. Say the good thing.
okay. So anyway, so we were arguing one time. We was up here and we were arguing because it was that situation with about he was trying. He couldn't read me, right? And I'm like, why you need? And he actually called me a hummingbird. Ricky, I actually looked it up. I was like, oh, I am a honeybird because honeybird is like their wings flap the fastest out of all the birds. They move really fast. So he said I was a hummingbird.
They had the fastest heartbeat.
The
That's
fastest
that was deep in
heartbeat. I
that.
never
Yeah.
knew that. I never knew that. So that's why he called me Hummingbird. So I'm like, so he was saying that. It was like, then he was like, people always do. I was married for 18 years. And I'm like, so what? Who cares, right? I'm like, well, you never argued with your wife before? And he said, no. He said, I never had not one argument with my wife. And I was like, listen, that's a long time to not have. I said, I don't believe that shit. I said, why you never argued with your wife before? He's like, because I never met anybody that was smarter than me. And she was the only person that was smarter than me. Right. Wasn't that beautiful? Yo, Diamond, I cried. I fucking cried.
Wow.
Because that's the most humblest thing.
When did you realize she was smarter than you?
It took me a few years, but once I realized it, I did. I drank her bath water if she asked me to.
This shit is so fucking beautiful. He said, "Don't drink up. Please don't drink up. Don't say that though."
Would you you notice I got quiet. Would you get married again?
Nope.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because that was the first time I really felt love, and I don't think I ever find it again. So I don't want to put nobody through that.
What do you mean
And I
by
don't
that? You
want to.
think that you would compare other people to her?
I don't want to. I couldn't.
So does that mean you don't want to be in a relationship either?
Yeah. Well.
You know she wouldn't want that for you.
Well.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
May I tell her?
I'm confused. It.
Because it's not making. Can I tell her, Ricky? You gotta open up.
Go ahead.
I want you to say it because it's your story to tell. You tell me.
I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
She had passed away recently, Diamond.
Okay.
That's the reason why he feels that way. So I can understand. Now,
Oh no, I really. This is the truth. This is the. I put my hand to the Bible to God on everything.
don't say that.
I'm saying about how I feel.
All right, go ahead.
I felt like that was the first time I ever felt love in my life. I mean, in my life, I felt love in its purest form, and I don't think that could ever happen again. I don't want it to happen again.
So you don't feel like your parents loved you with the purest form of love?
Not like that. No, not like her.
Unconditional?
Yep.
That's crazy.
You don't feel like your parents loved you unconditionally?
Not like that.
Wow.
Wow.
I know.
I thought I was no for real. I say wow because I thought I was the only one that felt like that because I feel like that too. But
Really too, Diamond?
I mean,
I don't. My heart is not closed off to love because of what I went through in my parents' house.
Right.
So I can identify with you with that, but I say that to say.
I mean, I can say I can love anybody, but I can say I can never be in love with somebody.
So you just be in some serious with somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So if somebody were to tell you that they love you, you wouldn't believe it? Like say you with somebody for 3 years and they say, I really do love you. You're not going to believe it?
I don't know. But see, I can't say I love them back, though.
Why?
Because I just don't feel like, I feel like I done felt love before, and I don't think.
But that's a feeling.
Love is like, to me, it's a feeling that you just don't get it. You just don't.
So you just feel like you get it from one person and that's that?
Pretty much.
Didn't Choose here and watch The Bronx Tale. You get 3 great loves, Ricky.
Oh wow.
Is
How
that
old
The
are you,
Bronx
Ricky?
Tale?
That's right. I do, and I have them. That's my mama. That's my
Oh,
daughter, and then that's my wife that passed away.
Okay,
That's it.
but can I ask you how old you are?
55.
And you just don't feel like you're gonna ever find love again like that.
good
Nope.
morning, country boy, city
I'm not
boy.
trying to.
So you're just gonna sit up on the internet and be drunk for the rest of your life?
I don't drink. I keep telling you that.
All right, I don't know. You just sound like you drink. You just said, Diamond. Didn't you just say you was probably drinking that day?
Well, from a long time ago when I first met you, I was drinking.
Okay. And you sobered up. That's the reason why you got a picture
Yeah.
up there. Okay, gotcha. I love that. I love that. Now you're
So
facing
you
it.
honestly don't want a girlfriend? I'm confused. You honestly don't want a
Okay, he
girlfriend?
probably doesn't. It's
Nope.
probably just, I get it. No, I mean, I get it. Men don't, are not, you know how, I mean, especially in this situation, I can understand. But you see how men, their girlfriends, wives 20 years ago cheated on them, and they still feel the same way. They're like, I'll never love a woman ever again. I mean, it's a different type of situation, but it's the same type of situation. They're like, they close themselves off from love because they've been hurt before. It's a different type of hurt that Ricky's going through, but it's still
No, it's not that I'm hurt. I mean, it's not like I can find a good woman, but I just, I don't want to put her in that position to where, she's got to fill somebody's shoes, which I know she probably can't.
But
I don't
why?
want to put her in
But
that
why
position.
would she? If you're not going into it with in the mindset
because he
of
loves his
comparing
wife.
her to your,
I get it though.
I don't even know what to call it. I'm just a wife. Comparing her to your previous wife, why would she feel like that? Or are you gonna go into the situation?
He's
You're
gonna go
afraid
into
that you
it that
will
way.
compare her to your
Yeah.
previous wife.
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in there open, but I know it would never be. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's what's gonna end up happening because if you don't want it, you don't want it. You can't make me. That's healing that you got to do. Good morning,
Right.
Breeze. Yeah, because I mean, that's just this. That's something that's how. Because the thing is that it's not that you would never find it. It's that you don't want it. There's a difference. You could find it if you wanted it, but you don't want it. That's why you're not gonna find it.
Mm. Okay.
Ricky, what's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
okay? Well, then I'm gonna already know the answer to this. All right, Ricky, have you ever met anybody famous?
Who?
Who? You? Your name is Ricky, right?
Yeah. What's up?
Have you ever met anybody famous?
A lot of people. Why?
No, jeez, it's a question of the day.
Have I met anybody famous?
Yes, have you met
He
anybody?
is rough around the edges, honey.
Yeah, very rough, very rough. Let me tell you, well, that's the reason, and he's been like this for years. When he told me that story, which was only a couple weeks ago, that's the reason why I cried because I was like, "You do got a heart. there is a heart in there somewhere."
He is rough.
I met Muhammad Ali.
You did
I
you
met
really?
Breeze. Yeah, my first cousin Roger Craig. I met him at every reunion.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't know about who's Roger Craig.
The football player.
Okay, well, you act like you talking to a whole bunch of football players watching women. Okay, so so I guess Ali's name is the greatest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna say what made him the greatest to you. But his name is the greatest, right? So what made him the greatest in your eyes?
I mean, he's Muhammad Ali. He's one of the greatest boxers ever played the game.
For you though.
He was Muhammad Ali. I mean,
All right, but did he have a great personality, or was it just his skill?
oh yeah, he had a charming personality.
Good morning, Miss Brenda. Okay, great. What about his personality? Did you like it that he was an asshole like you?
He wasn't, but he was not.
He was a what?
He was not an asshole like me.
Okay, so he was
Good
very
morning,
kind.
Miss Brenda.
Good morning, Miss Brenda. Good morning, Charles.
So you admitting that you're an asshole?
I can be.
That's what I heard. You admitting that you're an asshole.
I can be.
You can. Oh,
I mean, it's all about, you have accountability for yourself. So I'm just,
that's okay. I'm an asshole, Diamond.
Oh, I know I'm one. In all capital letters, I know I'm one.
I got a thing for assholes. Don't get me wrong. Not like that, but I'm saying.
You nasty. I knew you nasty.
Good morning, Charles.
I knew you nasty.
Hey,
Huh?
Big C.
Good
Hey,
morning,
Most
most
Hated.
hated. Well, okay, so Ricky, okay, so that was my question of the day because to me it was so when you've met him, how did you were you like childlike? Were you like bashful? Who's the high love? Is it Diamond or is it me? Because the other day I had when I commented, you said that you was mad at me, so I don't know if he's talking to you, Diamond, or me. So Ricky, was it were you like shy around him or like
No, I was
bashful?
having. I was just. It was. I was good to meet him. I mean, he wasn't. I mean, you get that close to somebody that famous. I mean,
Right. And that,
Ricky came up here to be in the hot seat.
well, I don't know. I mean, I could tell you a story about Ricky, but I guess he doesn't like it, and I don't want him to leave. So, because why he don't like my questions of the day because of the way that he answers it. That's the reason why he's being very, very cautious.
Do you want me to defend you, Ricky?
no, it's all good. I got a delete button, a hang up button on my phone.
Oh,
I
I
know
ain't
what.
gonna
I know
hang
what
up
time
on
it
you.
is.
Just
If it
come
get too
back.
hot, if it get too hot for me, I'm gone. I ain't gonna even trip. Adrian, know I want to entertain her if I want to, so it's all good.
Which is very true. You will only entertain me for a few minutes,
That's
and then
right.
after a
That's
while,
how I go.
yeah, I get it. You know, you use that. That's what it is. You're kind of like a little bit of, I don't know. You hard, but you soft at the same time. Which is nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that. That's, there's nothing
Well, I
wrong.
ain't gonna be up here all day anyway. I actually have to work today, so
Well, I mean, after work too. But did you sleep well? Did you rest well?
yeah, that's why I'm up now because I took a nap and then my attention got taken by somebody, so that woke me up, and
Yeah,
then
was it a good attention or a bad attention?
it
Thank
was
you,
it
always.
was a mixture.
I don't know. What's the mixture? That means they were bothering you, but not
Then
bothering.
it started out good and then it
Yes, it
ended
does.
nasty.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens
No,
to me.
not nasty in a nasty way. Nasty in a nasty good way.
Most hated. Leave him alone. I get it. I understand because I've definitely had those type of conversations, and I'm like, ugh.
But my conversation was good. Listen,
Well,
my
you,
grandma used to always tell me I could say ice to an Eskimo. So,
but don't you, it's exhausting sometimes when you got to be the source of somebody's entertainment.
but we was the source of each other's entertainment.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So, I'm not just look shit up. All right. So,
Don't ask no questions you don't want to answer because you
okay.
don't
All
want
right.
to answer 'em.
Answer. All right. So, oh, shut up, most haters. So
Why you got most hated? Why you got beef with
you
Charles?
got beef with everybody. Most hated got beef with anybody, but most hated is the most sweetest person. Sorry, most hated, but I think he's the most sweetest person, Diamond. He really is one of those like Uncle Ricky up there that is all fucking front. You know, all up front. But I think I don't know. Leave him alone.
Who's fronting? Who you think fronting?
You, Ricky, because
You.
you act like you hard, but you really a softie.
Okay. If you
In other
say
words,
so,
believe that shit
I'm,
if you want to.
I'm gonna just tell you straight up.
Damn.
When was the last time you got into an argument, Ricky, with a man? Not with a woman, with a man.
I don't remember.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You.
Mm.
That means you're softy. Not that you should be going outside beefing with people. I'm not saying that's a bad thing that you haven't gotten into an argument with somebody. I don't think we should as adults. I don't think there's nothing worth our time and energy to get into an argument with them.
I want to be somebody submissive
Oh, you do?
just to see if I can do it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I already know I can't do it because I would test the waters each and every day by saying the word no.
Yeah, but okay. So I have okay. I've noticed that I want to be in a submissive. I like being submissive. I like somebody to tell me what to do without telling me what to do, like you said before, Diamond. So
Yeah.
I am, but I noticed that men feel like they gotta prove a fucking point, and that I don't like. So
Yeah.
especially in the bedroom, so they're just giving it to me to prove a point instead of just giving it to me because they enjoy it. Like I want you to enjoy it too. I don't want you to sit here and just give it to me because you're trying to shut me down or get me to tap out because it ain't gonna fucking happen.
Right.
I ain't tapping out for
It's gonna
shit.
be some tapping out, but it ain't gonna be on my part.
I mean, y'all wild, boy. I'm scared of y'all.
Why?
Y'all scared of y'all. Shit.
We already know. We know you're scared. Scaredy cat, scaredy cat.
That's how. Once again, that's how I play though. That's how I roll.
What you mean how you play? By being
That's how I
scared?
roll. I play like I'm scared.
That's that. So you fuck.
Oh,
Oh
it's an
yeah,
act. Oh, okay.
that's bullshit. I don't believe that. You believe that shit, Diamond?
Not in the slightest. Good morning, Harm.
All I'm gonna say, hey, get up on the bed over there.
Good
But
morning.
it's about how you say it, because you can't you gotta have some bass in your voice for me to move. Because I ain't just moving because you say move. I'm
Let him say it again. Say it again, Ricky. How you gonna say it?
Get up on the bed over there.
No, that ain't enough. I'm
Get up on the
gonna
bed.
laugh just like she did.
I don't care. If Jazz gonna get to moving, you might be laughing, but Jazz gonna be moving.
No, I won't.
I bet you will.
I'm gonna be laughing just like that when he's over there.
I bet you would.
No, I won't.
I done it too many times.
You have
was
to,
the last
yeah, but
time?
you ain't
Shut
never
up.
done it with me.
Okay, all right, we ain't going there.
You ain't never done it with me.
Ricky, when was the
Go ahead,
last
Mike.
time you did that?
I don't know you, so I can't say what you do, what you won't do. I don't know you.
True.
But why you can't answer the question? When was the last time you did that? When was the last time you told a woman, get over there, get on the bed over there?
And she did it.
I don't know. I be thinking
So
this
then
shit.
if you don't know, it's been a long time, so you don't.
It's
know
been a
that.
while.
Charles,
Yeah,
you coming up?
And does that work with you? Does that work? I mean, there's a difference between working with your wife and then working with doing it to a complete stranger.
Nah, yeah, it still work.
Right, I know exactly. So you can't.
It still work.
How you know?
Cause I don't know, cause I'm the kind of guy who would say something like that, and you probably do
But you
it.
won't say it. You can't say it like that to me. Now somebody else you might can get away, but you can't say
How
it like
how
you
guys
just
gonna
said
take get
it
up
to
on the
me.
bed? Hey, get up on the bed over there for me.
No, I said you got to have some bass in your voice to say
I
it
think
to
I
me.
did have some bass in my voice. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know
I
what
don't think so.
I don't know what.
You ain't had none in your voice when you said it just now.
Well, let me
I
ask
don't understand what
Harmony.
you're saying.
Harmony, would that make you move and jump on the bed?
If you have some bass in your voice,
I don't
get over
think.
there up on that bed.
Now see, that might work.
Oh, that would work for you.
That might. It might work. That one.
I think it has to do with the whole even your posturing.
Yeah, it's a mood. If I'm taking my shirt off and stuff, and
Oh, okay.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with it.
okay,
Cause all that you shouldn't have nothing on anyway.
Right, exactly. Why you got your clothes on?
If you gotta take it off before you, cause then I'm gonna tell you, if you taking everything off before you even get in the bed, I'm done.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be sitting here on the bed waiting for your ass. Or you gonna be doing me with your clothes on? Ooh, you can say that.
You
Good
said
morning,
it.
Harmony.
Can you
Look,
say
you
that?
quiet now. Look, see what I'm saying?
Listen, you see how quiet he got, right?
Most
I'm
hated, you
listening to
gonna
her
be nice
talk.
up here? If most hated, you better be nice.
What do you mean?
No, and I'm talking to my friend most hated over here. Good morning, most hated. Good morning, Charles.
Good morning.
Wish you had that deep voice.
Yeah, all right. So but even Charles tried to say it to us the other day. Diamond, did you hear when Charles tried to do it? And
Oh
it
yeah,
just
I move when
Well, I
Charles
didn't
talk.
try. I did.
I
It
move
was-
when he talk. I will move when he talk because it's how he say it.
yeah.
I don't want somebody to say it and they'll push over because all I'm gonna do is run you over and then be like, okay,
Yeah, I would laugh. I would honestly.
what's next? Like you have to. I guess because of the type of personality I have, I need to know you dominant for real. Because if you try to pretend like you dominant, oh, we gonna play a real good game and I'm gonna win.
Yeah, I think I have to have that type of vibe with you first. I to know that you mean it because a lot of
Right.
people when Ricky said it, I don't think he meant it. He'd be like, and I would be like, no. You be like, oh, okay.
Okay then.
How you feel?
I'll see you tomorrow.
What?
Don't do that either.
It wouldn't be.
I
It wouldn't be
say
no I
that.
see you tomorrow.
Look,
Either.
I'm saying, get your ass up on that bed over there. I don't want to hear a fucking word, and that's it.
Just like that. But you gonna say it like that, like that, in that same tone.
I say, this me. Okay, we're gonna get it right. How long?
You're gonna get it right. Here's the practice.
Like, clean your throat and everything. Now you got to clean your throat before you say it.
I ain't fucking with y'all.
Charles, you say it. Charles, say it.
Get the fuck over there.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Right there.
All right, so Harmony, let's get Harmony. You there?
You sound like a creeper.
Why you say it most hated? I want to hear
You say it then, most hated.
Get
I can't hear you
over
say it.
there. Sound like a freaking creeper.
You say it, most hated.
You say it.
What you want me to say?
Tell me to get on the bed.
Get your ass in the bed.
No, that ain't gonna work. Nope.
This is our great
That's fake news.
Get your ass in the bed.
Get your ass in the bed now. God damn it.
No. Harm.
You know, you do that.
All right, Harmony, you gotta be determined. But honestly, out of all three, I honestly will probably I will go with most hated. I have to say
Why?
most hated because I think most hated got a lot of passion in him. I think he got a lot of passion.
But
in him.
at this point, it's not about passion.
Yes, the hell it is.
No, it's not.
You can't back that shit up. Not that I'm saying Charles and Ricky, you can't back it up, but I'm saying.
But in that moment, it's not about passion. It's really not.
It's about to me. What you say? It's not how you say. What's it? You could tell me to.
It's not what you say, but how you say it.
Right. Okay, I got it. All right. So, there she is, beautiful. All right. So,
There you go. This is up. Hey, can you please get on the bed?
No, Ricky, what the fuck you mean? Can you please go? I'm saying no. Please, no.
Can you please get on the bed?
No.
I like it when they beg. I like it when they beg for it.
But he ain't begging right. He ain't even begging right. No.
All right, wait a minute.
On that bed.
All right, I'm gonna. All right, you ever have? Okay, shit. I'm gonna say it. Right, I'm gonna say it. Have you ever been down on a man and they couldn't take it no more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still didn't stop. Yeah.
And that's when they should be like,
And left them right there.
Right
Or
there.
he exploded.
That's when they need to say, get your ass on that bed. Stop playing with me. Okay,
Got to the point that you was about to, explode.
That's
Damn, I gotta go
best
to work.
moment when you don't let them bust because all the time they ain't let you bust. Yeah.
I love it. Hey, man.
Like, come on, what you doing? Get the fuck up out of here.
I ain't gonna let you do that to me. As he doing, I ain't gonna let you do that to me. I got him.
So, Harm, would you get on the bed with the way Ricky was telling us to get on the bed?
Get up on that bed.
Rick, I ain't hear him. Say it.
Say it again.
I'll just play with them. They ain't tripping.
Say it.
Oh, now you gonna be shy?
Which one I should say? The one where I was begging you? Which one?
Yeah, the aggressive way, because Diamond says she wants to be dominated, right? So you give an example of how you would.
Damn, already told me she wouldn't do nothing, so I'm good.
Okay,
with
but say it so Harmony could decide if she would do it.
Nah, you say it for me. You heard it.
Oh Lord, I'm
not a man.
You're supposed
I
to be
can't
dominant.
Get your ass in the bed.
Yeah, let somebody else say it.
Okay, now that was most hated. Would you get in the bed? Huh?
Say it again, Mos.
Get your ass in the bed.
He thinking too hard. That's a no. Say it. Say it, Charles.
I'm trying to. I like the voice. I don't like how he's saying it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's not about the voice.
I like the voice. Now, the voice alone, he can sing that shit to me. I'm going to get in the bed. The way he's saying it is not aggressive enough.
Right.
It got to be
Right,
like,
so give us an example.
It got to be
What
like
it
you
sound
choking
like?
a bitch out type of conversation.
Yeah, I want to feel like you got both of your hands wrapped around my neck, and it's a matter of life and death.
Oh,
For me to
hell
get in this bed.
no.
Right. Right.
But
What
that's how
she
I want
said.
you to say. I don't want you to actually have your hands around my neck. That's how I want you to say it.
Right. Choke. Yeah.
Passion.
Choke.
Like, ugh.
At the end of the day, though,
Like,
why
and you
don't you
got the
not
voice
bother?
for it. I don't understand why you talking, non-voice to me.
Right.
At the end of the day,
Because
instead of
it's not
bothering with
even
the
funny.
words, why don't you just pick her ass up and throw her on the bed?
Or you could do that.
There you go do that. There you
Or
go.
you could do that. I ain't got no choice. I'm
That
already
part,
in this
Charles.
motherfucker.
You know what I
Why would you
probably
not even
like?
say
Spin
nothing?
my ass around and bend me over on the bed.
Do that too.
Yeah.
There you
Right
go.
to throw me on the bed. Just
Just
Why
go
we
with it.
always end up in these type of conversations this
You
early in the
started it,
morning?
Diamond. Didn't you?
I did no such thing.
Good morning, ATL.
we got caught in a new conversation. It's
Well,
called
I
Wet
mean,
Before Work.
Listen,
and men
it's,
come.
Welcome to
Men love to
Adrian's
try to
Live.
have
He
these
just is.
conversations with women. They
Wet
love
Before
this
Work.
shit.
but they
That's the
actually have
most
a
you'll see a
genuine
bunch of
one. They
men.
run.
living their
Yeah.
fantasies. Living their fucking fantasies. Ain't none of them doing it.
Hey, Lady Bird, welcome in. Welcome
Hey,
in.
Angie,
Oh, let me see that one. Beautiful. Let me see
man,
what it
look at
looks
my new
like.
bag. This gonna be the new bag, y'all.
Oh,
I
that's
love
cute. How
she
much your
makes
bed
bags.
cost? I
Depending
might,
on
I might need to invest in one. Good morning, DJ
hardware
ATL
and what
DJ.
I do with it.
Oh,
Most bags have more hardware and most trinkets, so it depends on
You
what
got a
it is.
baby in that bag?
It's gonna have
A
you're gonna
baby.
have your phone right there. You're
Hey,
gonna have a
Small ass
pocket,
baby.
a duffel bag. You're gonna have two
I heard that.
zipper pockets.
That's beautiful, Harmony. You got such a great talent.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
let me show
She
them this.
stays up all night long on her lives making these bags and having conversations. Look, that's the other bag that she just made. Look at this beautiful one, Diamond.
yeah, she showed me that one.
Yeah, that one's beautiful. I love
I
Lego.
just finished this one. I showed you the other one. I had to redo it. I showed you the prototype. This one is
Oh,
different.
Right. I like that one. I really do like that one.
you do
So
have ATL DJ. You welcome to come up if you want to.
he's probably on the way to the doctors. He usually goes to therapy early in the morning. Gets
Stop
this.
telling that man business.
He always tells his business.
This Buddha.
Oh, I want that.
Oh,
He's
do you hump on him?
so
This
Those are the
Buddha.
best bears to hump on.
cute. Lord have mercy. And y'all say I started this.
Oh, hell.
You know, I'm
He
nasty.
got
You know it.
Big
a
Daddy
dad
Gorilla.
bod. He got a dad bod. Y'all like dad bods? Ladies?
Dad bods?
Yeah, the bods that's not too muscular.
No, I don't like a skinny man. I don't like a skinny man.
I don't want
muscular.
nobody to stay in the gym more than I do.
Yeah,
don't
I don't
want
like a pretty ass man either.
and I don't like a
Or the
muscular.
bathroom. Don't be in the
Well,
bathroom.
damn, I stay in the bathroom a long time. I can't help that.
Because that's because
Oh
that
Lord, well
the
you
ass
could
is
get out the
old.
box then, because I can't talk to you now. Never mind. I was getting ready to get my fur
I
on
can't
when
help
you
it,
said
baby.
that. I'm just
I gotta spend my time, need my time in that bathroom.
And what?
Lord have
Oh,
mercy.
Lord. You an old man. What you
And
got?
I ain't trying to look pretty, y'all. I ain't trying to look pretty. I just need that time.
Well, you got the newspaper in the bathroom too, old ass
Oh,
man.
newspaper, laptop, everything.
You said
Listen, now why you
laptop.
got all that in there?
You
Cause
have
I
a
be in there for a
laptop while you
long
taking a dump.
time.
That's kind of crazy. You got your penis hitting that damn laptop.
Touching that water, touching that nasty water.
Okay,
No,
so
girl.
ATL.
Look, or
Now I
not.
had to wrap that thing up.
Okay, ATL, I got a question for you.
Okay.
I'm trying to be dominated, so I want my man to tell me to get in the bed. So how would you tell me to get in the bed so I do it?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, good gracious, girl. You my kind of woman.
But I
You
want
like
you.
to
You
be
gotta say
dominated?
it. You
Because
gotta
I'm in
say it.
control of the bedroom now. Whether
Okay,
you
so
gonna like it.
how would you dominate me? What would you say to me, and how would you say it?
See, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna grab you and throw you on that bed. Let's do
There
this.
you go.
I don't need to
See,
say nothing.
that's what I'm talking about, right?
There you
You know what
go.
I'm saying? I'm like, let me get I got a kit. I put together a kit. A lot of guys buy my kit. And it guaranteed to please your woman.
What
You
what
know.
kind of kid is this? I mean, I ain't no man, but
It's just
what is it?
it's a whole lot of stuff in it. Just things that see what I try to tell brothers, just don't jump up there, do your thing, go to sleep. So to me, making love is a marathon, it's not a sprint. I mean, pack
But
your
I
lunch,
mean,
baby.
sometimes I want to be made love to, and sometimes I want you to just
Give it to me.
But we'll
give.
do that too. But it ain't gonna be nothing that hey, look here. Clock in and clock out, baby, because it's gonna be a while. You know what I'm saying? We talking about multiple orgasms, not one or two.
And that's
We want
because
you
of
to
the
shake.
kid.
I want you to pass out.
I don't want to spend too much time in that room. I'm sorry. Man, just get this shit done and get the fuck off.
Get the
Say
shaking and
tell the
stuff.
kid.
Get the shaking and pass. The first time that happened, I got so scared I started to call the ambulance. I'm like, girl, you should have told me your ass gonna pass out. No, passed out on me. She got so many orgasms.
I've done that.
You did. Hey, it scared the hell out of me the first time that happened.
I've done
Oh
that.
my God.
But
I'm
pass
like,
out.
you need to tell me
A
something.
long fucking time. I'm looking for the day
I've done that. I've had a seizure too.
Shaking and shit. Hell, I
Like
thought
a
she was
real
going into a
seizure?
A
seizure.
real seizure.
That's scary.
Yeah, that's scary, man. But hey, it's all good.
Have you ever, I've had my legs shaking before.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's why aftercare is
You know when
important.
you think you good, and you start off standing up, and then you're like,
have you experienced the aftershock?
Hell yeah.
I'm
Like
getting up to make
a
you a
San
sandwich.
Francisco earthquake.
I'm crawling to the kitchen.
Hey, Gizmo, good morning.
I love it.
But for real, I've never been like I've had people attempt to dominate me, and it ain't never worked. But I want to be down. I want to see what that feel like.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I need to bring the kid out for you then.
But you know what it is? I like I mentioned before, I like to be dominated, but I don't want you to do it where you're trying to prove a fucking point. Because I have a lot of men who feel like they gotta prove a point to me, like, yeah, I'm about to make her crawl. I'm gonna shake her. You know, but I want you to enjoy yourself too. I don't want you to keep on giving it to me like you just trying to knock me out, or you trying to tap out and be like, no more. Because I'm never gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't want to
too much fucking pride.
be dominated to the point where I'm just a notch on your belt. I want it to be memorable, but at the same time, I actually want to enjoy myself.
Yeah, you're
Because I'm
supposed to
that person.
enjoy
I
it.
tell you, if you ain't doing something I like, I'm gonna just tell you to leave me the fuck alone and get up.
A lot of
Absolutely.
people don't realize that more of the domination is in your mind more than it is in your physical
Right.
body.
There you
And a
go.
lot of
You
people
just
can't
said it, bro.
penetrate that. They
Sex
can't
is from the
penetrate me.
shoulders up. You're right. It's from the shoulders up.
Once I
Your
get
body do help.
into your mind, and I have your mind, and I have attracted your mind, it's already done.
All right, so let me ask, but do you think that a woman, and let me ask you this, do you think a woman could dominate you by doing things to you?
No.
Now
I
that I
do.
believe.
Hell yeah, she can dominate me. I ain't got no problem with that. Hell yeah.
I'm not a switch.
That's a lie.
I'm
I
all
ain't
down.
got no
all the way.
problem with that.
ATS
Hell
say
yeah,
he
she
want
can take
shit.
charge.
He say he want it all.
But okay, so let me. So well, I don't know. Would you hear me when I'm saying this, Charles? Like, I've been with men, right? So I'm giving them fellatio, right? And they feel like they're losing control because it just feels so damn good. And they will be like, all right, they'll tell me to stop because they're about to lose it, right? Charles, you gonna tell me that never happened to you?
I don't tell you to stop in that situation. I'll run my hand up the back of your neck to the back of your hair, pull your hair back, and end up putting you on the bed and be done with it.
Fuck that. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing. Fuck that.
What's the
I ain't
problem
stopping.
stopping?
Fuck that. I
Be
ain't
done with it
stopping.
means you're going to be on the bed and we're going to be
I
doing
want to see
other
that
things.
face, motherfucker.
You're not going to have to worry about telling
You
me
ain't gonna
to stop anything.
I ain't gonna stop
Just
you.
do what I need to do. and be done.
Say what,
I ain't
Rick?
gonna stop you.
That's the key. That's right.
We just back at zero. We just back at zero. That's all.
There's a right way and a wrong way to pull hair, by the way.
Oh,
A lot of people
Lord.
don't know this, and a lot of men don't know this.
Well, I guess I'll never be dominated then. Cause
Pulling hair.
No.
The women
reason
I
I
mess
say
with,
that
you
is-
pull their damn hair, you have a wig in your hand. Man, you pull some of these sisters' hair, you get beat up. You better stop pulling on that hair.
Nope, I promise you, there's still a way. There's a proper way to do it. Put your hand.
You're
on
going to
the
get that
back-
glue on your hand.
You gotta
Hold
get
on,
the
listen.
You gotta get the baby.
Hear me
in
out.
the
Put your hand on the back of their head, the back of their neck, and run it right up against their scalp, and pull right there at the end of at the edge of the scalp, just gently.
good
And I
morning.
guarantee you,
Right.
it will make a very
Okay, I'm
big
going to put a side of the head. I'm going to grab them really hard.
Shut up.
I'm going to really pull you great, and you're going to love it, dear. You're going to say, whoa, give me some more.
Most guys grab a hold of the end of the
You ain't
damn
never
hair and
pulled
pull the
nobody's
damn hair out.
Hey, babe.
It
Adrian.
just irritates people. It pisses people off when you just jerk hair out from the outside. I
Dude,
promise you,
just
do it
make
that
love
way
to
I
your
said, you
woman.
won't
Forget
work.
all that. Make love to that woman,
Okay,
have
but
her
what
call
does
your
making love
name, all
mean
that.
though? What does it's because I mean, people say making love, but they're not like to me. I
You're
don't
right. It's different. It's different for different people. Different people like different things. I had
So
a
what
woman
is it
one
for
time
you?
got turned on because I had my hair shaved, and she actually got orgasms. Can you believe that? I'm serious. Different things turn different people on, and I had to really accept that.
So wait a minute.
It don't
You
mean
got
nothing wrong with them. It don't mean that something is wrong with them. It's
What's
just
wrong with
different things turn different people on, and I learned that through life.
Hey, but wait a minute. Just by looking at you, or just like rubbing
Yeah,
on your
I'm
hair.
serious. I had my hair trimmed, and I went over her house. She looked at my head, and she started rubbing the back of my head, and it literally. She said she was literally getting an orgasm in the living room,
I get that.
and I
No,
was
but
like,
I get
"What?"
that. No, I get that though. I mean, looking at you, no. But if I'm sitting there rubbing on the back of your hair and you get that little bristle feeling on the back,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
I
it
get
turned her
that.
on. So I'm good with that. I have an open mind when it comes to sex. I'm not one of these putty buddy. Oh, you got to do this. No, have a great imagination. Love it, baby. Love it. Enjoy it.
What you say, huh?
Yeah, hit the words. TikTok's
Oh yeah, be careful what you say.
Oh, sorry. Did I say something wrong?
Yeah, you.
Okay, I'm gonna spank myself.
Shut up, Adrian.
Matter of fact, my lady, come on in here and spank me.
I'm always saying something wrong. All right, so listen. All right, so I don't even know how we got into this conversation, but
Yeah, I say I started it. I
don't know. It's always, listen. I love sexiness and early in the morning. That's when I'm all excited.
Hey, Miss A, you got a good memory. How did you remember I'm going to physical therapy this morning?
Because I pay attention to people.
Wow, you do. And I tell you, I really needed this morning bad because she beat me up last night, so I need this physical therapy. Yeah.
We didn't need to know all that.
Hey guys, I just enjoy life, man. Don't pay me no attention. I love life. I love people.
Life is.
Good morning, Shell.
And actually, my quiet time this morning was thank you for joining the team. I don't like this fan club shit. Like, I don't want a fan club. I like the team. When we used to grab the heart, you part of the team. It's all of us in it together. Fan club is like you my fan. I don't want nobody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go team.
Fans club shit. Sorry,
I don't like that.
Hey, just remember one thing, Adrian.
Yes.
I ain't gonna stop you.
You can't stop me. Remember, I'm a hummingbird.
I'm gonna let you.
I'm a hummingbird. That's what you call me, ATL. They call me a hummingbird. I love that though.
You put water in your mouth. You put water in your mouth, Adrian, to get that hum. That's the technique some women use. They put water in their mouth and they hum with it. Oh, it feels good. I'm telling you, it's all kind of techniques. I mean, you can teach your old dog new tricks. Hey, I love it. I'm open-minded.
Or a piece of ice.
Hey, and that'll work too, but after a while I get numb with that ice though. It make me shrink, so take that ice out your mouth.
No, that's not good. You have to put a peppermint or a Halls.
I don't know that Halls. It kind of it feels funny though. I don't know. A girl tried it on me. I was like, nah. It's weird how it felt. I didn't really like that one.
No, she must have known what she was doing.
I told her to go and get a Dentine or something.
I'm done.
Struggle with Listerine. Have you ever? No, but if you ever have, okay. So ATL told me one time, I think it was Valentine's Day. Him and his woman bought him some edible panties.
Oh yeah.
He enjoyed himself, but he told me that he would never.
I got constipated. No, them edible draws messed me up, man. I ain't lying. Them draws, they taste good. I got constipated.
Have you ever had edible panties before?
Me?
Did you ever have edible panties?
Tell us about it.
Yes, I've eaten many edible underwear. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I buy them for women all the time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I used to.
I bought some before, but I've never been able to wear them, like put them on, because
Yeah, I don't think I've ever even seen
I'm
what
about it,
Just don't sweat when you put them on. Don't sweat when you put them on.
Like,
because you sweat, that candle start melting on you. Not that I'm an expert, but I heard.
Yeah, because who wants to eat it when it's sweaty anyway?
Yeah, I want it to be clean. But
it is some men that like that, though.
The only problem I had with them afterwards, I don't know what kind it was, a cherry, but I was constipated. for 2 days.
Wait a minute.
So
Pause for the
didn't
call. Chef,
move.
what you mean? What
I
you
didn't
mean?
say I ain't get what this job done. I'm just saying the panties couldn't fit. That's all.
oh Lord.
Don't give
Yeah.
ATL a heart attack before he go to the.
He old man. He old man.
Don't give
No,
him a
baby,
heart attack.
I'm good and healthy, baby. Show enough.
Well, you could tell. I
Chef
wish
should
these
know
people
better.
would stop
Chef been
getting.
on my page before. He know why I couldn't fit him.
That's okay, baby. More cushion to the pussy.
Most hated.
I never even seen them before, so I wouldn't even know. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I never even seen. I don't think I've ever had them, saw them, looked at them, or anything like that.
Well,
Girl, get you some draws. Get you some candy draws.
Can I give me a man first, or somebody that want to eat them? That's the hard part. The hard part is finding somebody that's willing to sit there and eat all this. I swear. Let me tell you something. I cannot stand this. How do you turn off Messenger? I be having the most random people call me on Messenger, and I can't say they won't call me and keep on calling and keep on calling, and I don't even know who they are.
Yeah, you had to cut your phone off.
Can you get me see look? Because when they call
You got my Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy to turn off.
I've been trying to turn it off for months now, and I can't. And what happens is it turns off my volume, so I can't hear you guys. But they keep on calling, keep on calling.
Hey, Adrian, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question of the men right quick?
It's in your messenger settings. You have to change the messenger settings.
Yeah. Can I ask a question of the men right quick?
Yeah.
Let me ask a question. Hey, gentlemen, I know on TikTok, do y'all get a lot of ladies trying to hit you up basically for sex?
I get quite a few ladies that are getting up turning into psychos on this damn app. And want to
I noticed a lot of them trying to hook me up.
3 days and shit.
I didn't hear you. Wait, hold on a second, Troy. I didn't hear you because I had to sit there and fucking figure out how to decline it because they kept on calling and calling and calling and calling. ATL, what was the question?
Yeah, I was saying that, okay, for me, I since I've been back on TikTok, that's for the last year, I get a lot of women try to hit me up for sexual activities. And I wonder do other men get that, you know.
Yeah, you just don't answer them, man.
Yeah, I know. I delete them, but it's amazing. I even had one of them to send me a nude picture of her, and I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, here?
Well, I
Yeah,
never got a picture of
I don't know how she got it through, but it came through my message. Yeah, a nude picture came through my message.
Is it like spam women, like women that are trying to get you to give them some money?
Yeah, pretty much. They want to try to scam me. But I mean, they show.
A lot of scammers. I get a lot.
I'm amazed that they're able to show their body like that, though.
You want a sugar daddy type of shit? I'll give you $2,000.
Yeah, I guess they think I'm an old school. They got the wrong brother. Nah.
I mean, again, it's because it's the internet, so you're gonna get a lot of spammers and a lot of people who sit there and do that crazy shit. But I mean, if it was like a real woman, right? So say somebody
Just calling your house.
No, they women, but they young women. I guess they think because I'm older. You know, a lot of guys, they older and they do try to, I don't know, patronize these young girls, but they got the wrong cat. Don't let the spoon taste fool you. You'll get very surprised. But anyway, I'm not going there anyway. I don't mess with young women. I had to mess with mature women. I like ladies. I like real women.
What's the youngest you would go?
Actually, at my age, I got a daughter 50. I was a parent at 17. So I was a parent at 17. So even some of her friends try to holler at me, and she tell them, "Y'all better leave my dad alone," because they don't know me. But a lot of girls be trying to holler at me because I don't look my age.
I mean, and you have amazing energy, so I can understand.
Yeah, I do have that. I just love life. Hey guys, I gotta go with, like she said, I gotta go to physical
I want you to
therapy.
answer my question because you have met my question of the day is, and I know what your answer is gonna be, right? Have you ever met what was the fucking question, Diamond? It was who was the greatest person you
ever met?
The greatest who?
Cleaning. The greatest
Who
person
the greatest
you ever
person?
met? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I met as a kid. I'm from Atlanta, so I met two people that I guarantee not many people have met. I met Nelson Mandela and I met Dr. Martin Luther King. I actually worked for Dr. King as a little boy delivering newspapers. So those are two people I met, and I can't believe myself that I met these two men in my life.
Okay, and in your eyes, because we all know what made him great, but in your eyes, what made him great?
What made who great?
Martin Luther King.
Yeah, because he sacrificed himself in a time of America. A lot of you guys, I know I'm a little older than most, but we didn't have rights as African Americans, no rights. And these guys sacrificed themselves. They got beaten. I mean, it was a lot of things happening. A lot of young folks don't understand why they have the rights they have. So seeing this guy do these things, it just, and even Nelson Mandela to stay in jail that long when he could have got out of jail if he just said, okay, I'm good with what y'all doing with my people. But he didn't. So I admire people like that. They sacrifice themselves for the good of the rest of us.
Okay, so then my second part, because I know you gotta go, so I'm not rushing you, but I'm not trying to rush you. What was your reaction when you met them? Were you like, how did
Well,
you feel when you actually met him?
when I met Dr. King, I was a little boy now, so I didn't know he was going to be this great person. I mean, you don't know that till after they die, right? But Nelson Mandela, I was on the fire department. I was the color guard commander. And when he got out of jail, him and Whitney came to Atlanta to raise money. And when he came down that airplane, I was holding the flag. I was actually holding the South African flag. I still have it. And so he came over to me. We not supposed to let the flag go. And I was crying like a baby. And he shook my hand. He said, "How you doing, young man?" And I just couldn't stop crying because I have been reading about him my whole life. And to shake his hand, I wish I'd never washed that hand again. But I'm just saying that was a great moment for me, people, because I studied South Africa, apartheid, and what Nelson Mandela meant.
The 90s, that was like
Yes, it was in the
right?
90s.
That was,
Yes.
I know. That's why I think that generation was like, we went through so much
Right.
in that generation.
And a lot of people don't understand that. And I'm not trying to get political, but a lot of people think that the orange taco is their savior. This man hated us. So I wish people wake up and realize their history.
Wait.
Anyway, I got to go and get physical therapy,
you gotta
guys.
say that again. What you call him?
The orange taco.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah, they chicken out all the time. Anyway, I got to go. Peace. Love y'all.
Love you too, ATL. Thank you for joining. Have a great workout session.
Oh, yeah. I got a beautiful woman. I have a beautiful woman that works me out.
I'm going to sit here and get on my computer, on my laptop, and shut this shit down because this dude keep on fucking calling me. That shit is fucking annoying as hell. All right, so Harmony, what was the greatest person that you ever met before?
Me, myself, and I. Oh, you said one me?
Yeah.
She said me.
The greatest person you ever met?
If you knew me before, like my New York me to my now me, I met me. Yeah, me.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I get it. Okay, so hold on. Hold on. One second. Let me fucking do this real quick.
Other than that, I can't think of any. I lived a very closed life.
All right.
Can you join?
This shit is fucking crazy to me. So So wow.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
Block that person completely from Facebook.
I just blocked it now, but I did it for my laptop so that I could do it for my laptop because I couldn't do it while I was online. All right. So the greatest person. Okay. So now it's kind of going hard for me to rearrange my question. Then. Okay. So what makes you the greatest person you ever met?
What makes me okay? So my New York life. I was let's say I didn't have a great mommy bro coming up, right? My father's beautiful, but he passed away when I was really young. So I had a lot of anger, upset in me when I was younger. So in my late 20s, I decided to pour into myself because I didn't want that life anymore. So before I'm snappy, I will rip you to shreds with voice, with mouth and hands. Now I just do it with my mouth. But anyway, I just like me better. I really love me better now.
I love that. I love that.
Me more.
So okay, so what's your reaction to the new you?
What do you mean?
Okay, so all right, so I guess my quiet time this morning was about being.
She said she loves who she is now. That probably answers that question.
Right,
she said she loves who she is now.
Right. Okay. So all right. So I don't know. Wait, hold on. Jesus Christ, this shit is fucking annoying. I shouldn't use to say that, but Block. Another section of blocking.
Yeah, just go block him. He won't call no more. Let's see.
I thought I was already following you.
Okay, so
Huh?
Harm.
Probably on my other page. I was on
she got like
page,
thousands of. She's like me. She keep on because it's that New York mouth. Okay, so my correction this morning was talking about the scripture about we got to be childlike, right? That's being childlike and being innocent and being like, oh, we have to be like children. When you have with children, they admire you. They know who they belong to. They know, they know where home is at. So I related that to a famous person. When we meet a famous person or somebody that we admire or the greatest person we ever met, we're not coming in like how we normally are. We're not coming in like, yeah, I'm the baddest. When we meet somebody that's the baddest, we're like, hi, how you doing? Like all of a sudden, you get the innocence in you. So Harmony, when you meet the new you, are you more innocent to the new you? Or are you still just a fraud?
right?
Well, you fucked me up with your answer. That's why.
Why you fucking me up with this damn question? Am
like, do you like the new you? I like being.
I'm really in love with myself. I really am. Like, I choose me all the time. Like, I don't want to. When I speak, when I'm like say when I'm teaching, right? When I'm teaching my the things I do on TikTok or in my life and stuff like that, I do it differently. Any other time, like if a person came up there and said something crazy, my old me would be like, my new me is like, I'm educating you with the same, with a different tone, but it's going to hit just as hard, but it's not going to be one that's vulgar or like, you know what I'm saying? So I move differently. I talk differently. You know what I'm saying? I don't let nothing control me. I control me. So it's like
that makes a lot of sense, and I like that. I like that too. I like being in that. As we were talking about that before with me and Don were talking about, it's like I feel like people are attracted to us because we're very rah-rah, we're very outgoing and outspoken. But I like being gentle. Like I like to be here. I don't want to be a P all the fucking time. I don't want to be always on 100.
Like, yeah, know the battles you want to. And then, like, when people come in the live, my moderators be like ready to hit or cuss them out. Me, I be like, I'm not. I know who I am, so my way of thinking, I can shift from being like them raw to like they don't really know me. I don't know why y'all get upset. Don't let that bother you.
Right.
So I'm more like that. Like I'm calm.
I love you.
Yeah.
And I love your music in the background. It's hard for me to
Oh, you
concentrate.
want me to turn it down? I'm sorry.
No,
I'll turn it
but
down.
I love music. Music runs my whole life. I love music, so I love it. Don't
Forgot
get
it
me
was on,
wrong.
child. I'm in here and I forgot it was on.
That's okay. Charles, have you met anybody? Well, who's the greatest person you ever met, Charles?
Me.
Chef, I am always popular.
You hear me, Adrian?
What you
I
say?
said me.
Diamond. Diamond's the most famous, the most best person you ever met before, Charles.
I have met quite a few celebrities and things like that in my day because I drove a truck for a lot of years.
Okay.
Ran into a lot of them in truck stops and things like that. Probably some of the greatest people I've had a chance to sit down with. I had a chance to sit down and have coffee with George Strait. I don't know if you guys know who George Strait is.
Yeah, he's a musician, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the king of country. He's had
Yeah.
over 53 or 54 #1 albums. So I
That's
guess
awesome. What makes him great in your eyes, Charles?
just how down to earth and honest he is, and just he might be, to us, he's a superstar, whatever, but you sit down and talk with him and he's just like talking to one of us, regular person.
He's humble.
And he's just good people, not really, he's very quiet, very soft spoken, very,
What was your reaction when you met him?
well, a little bit starstruck. You know, country
Get that
boy.
innocence in you, right? Like,
You know, yeah. I mean, I'm also a musician, so being a
right,
musician, he's at the top of the tier of the class of what you aspire to be.
right,
And
exactly.
ultimately,
You got back into that
so
little childlike energy.
exactly, absolutely. I mean, I
I
did.
love that.
I got to meet him. I've gotten to meet Kenny Rogers. I got to meet him. I got to. I was stuck in a truck stop in Oregon one time because of the weather, and I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Restless Heart,
Mhm.
but Restless Heart. I got to party with them at the bar all night with Restless Heart. That was a wild night, but yeah, it was
I
fun.
guess you wasn't childlike with them when you met them.
Yeah, we weren't very childlike. We were having a lot of fun though. It was a great night though. We had a good time.
Oh, I love that.
But
I
I
was
will
trying to
say
think if I
this
met anybody
also.
famous. I don't think I've ever like had a conversation. I mean, I grew up with Busta Rhymes, right? So I always thought he was an asshole. Come on in the upper room. I always thought he was an asshole back then, and I still think he's an asshole now. So I
I
mean,
was
it's
gonna
all good.
say, does everybody remember who John Elway is?
No,
You guys don't know who John Elway is?
no.
John Elway was the big superstar quarterback of the Denver Broncos way back in the day,
Oh,
and
football. Again with the football.
yeah, well, he's an asshole. I was just gonna say, he's an
A
asshole.
lot of famous people are assholes. I mean, matter of fact, Diamond said that she met T.D. Jakes, and she said he wasn't the greatest that she ever met.
So I will say this: so you want to know ultimately the greatest woman or person I've ever met was the woman who raised me with my mother. So my mother was gay. My father had passed away in Vietnam, and my mother met this lady, and she was probably the most amazing person I ever met because she was the first female firefighter certified in the state of Colorado. She was a Navy veteran. She rode bulls until she was 48. She rode them with the big boys because back then they didn't have, female rodeo or anything like that was separated. So, she taught me a lot of different things when it came to cowboying and stuff. So,
That's
she's
awesome.
a pretty damn awesome woman. So,
I love that. I love that. I'm gonna tell you something, Charles. I seen some of my friend Fluttery Kisses. She usually comes on here. She posted a video of a woman, cowgirl.
mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. She was controlling that horse with her thighs. I couldn't believe it. It's complete thigh work. The way that she was maneuvering this horse, and this horse was fast and rollicky and I guess manly, but this horse was like, "Arr!" And the way she was just like with no hands and was able to maneuver with just her thigh meat, that for a woman to control a horse like that is definitely admirable.
Yep, and it's all about training and how you train a horse, but and the type of person that you are, and that's the key is I have met all these famous people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the most influential or powerful, greatest person I ever met would have been her, who raised me that way, that as a powerful woman, So that's a lot of the reason why today, when I date women,
I could tell.
or I'm married to women, I date very powerful and strong women.
That makes
because
sense.
they do have to have a mind of their own. They have to have some independence. They have to have those kinds of things. Those are attractive to me. A lot of men that's intimidating to them. To me, I think independence is a superpower.
It is a superpower. Who is somebody that leech over them? I don't understand.
Hey,
It is.
are
It
you
is.
are you have a do you date all race?
I do date all races. You bet, I do.
He said that with in his voice. He's like, I do.
I do. Absolutely, I have, but I am speaking with a young woman right now. But yes, I have dated multiple, all different types of races.
I don't want to ask.
What? May as well ask it. It's already sitting there on the tip of your tongue. You may as well just ask the damn question.
Most hater, you still with me? Are you still
Tell
working?
me so I can ask.
I was gonna ask what race is the best.
Um, I will say this: my kryptonite is South American women, so I stay away from South American women or Dominican women, because
Yeah, yeah.
So I definitely I dated some women from that area of the world when I was younger, and they were but I will say that it depends on the person, right? Because all races have different. They're all different people, But I will say that
You know what
in
word
the
I
realm of
googled the
this,
other day that I did? I think that I don't know if we use it wrongly, but I don't know why it didn't just dawn on me. Prejudice, right?
yes,
Right. The word literally means prejudge. Why did not
exactly.
dawn on me until the other fucking day?
That's exactly what it means. Yeah,
I
prejudging you.
know. Like, I could have come up with 1,000 definitions of the word my whole entire life. But when I actually read it, good morning Trey, and I'm like, oh shit, that shit's so fucking easy, and that's exactly what it is. Good morning, Mr. Wilkinson. Prejudging people, right? And
Yep.
when people always tell me on this app, oh, it's not good to be judgmental, and I'm like, we do that all the fucking time. We all fucking judge. Well, I mean, in a good way or a bad way, we still prejudge people.
Right.
Well,
There's
and
healthy judgment, there's bad judgment, and there's people don't know what the fuck they talking about type of judgment. No, we got it
well,
all.
and I will say
Right?
this for the realm of the idea of how you get treated, right? Ultimately, I will say this.
Because of that prejudgment.
That's what I'm saying. I don't prejudge anybody, right? Because you just don't know the person until you meet them and sit down and get to know them and learn
You
them.
do, but you just did it though, Charles. I mean, I don't think you meant
No,
to do it, but you did it.
no, I didn't.
Oh, well, I mean, like you kind of fell into my trap because I.
But I didn't prejudge them. That's what I'm saying. I've dated them first before I judged them.
And you
I
say it's
post-judged them.
because all
Post-judged. Remember, post-judged. I did not prejudge them because technically I dated them before I ever assumed or ever found that. Those things.
okay, I get what you're saying. So the woman that you've met. So just because because I'm Latin does not mean that my coochie good, right?
No. No. What I was going to say though is this. I hear a lot on this app about how black women are more aggressive or more whatever, or things of that nature. And I have said multiple times to a lot of different people, I've been treated better and more politely and a lot more respectful by a lot of by the black women that I have dated in my life than a lot of any other races of women that I've dated. And I have been really taken care of and treated differently, and it is a very different thing. So I
think no matter what, I think we're gonna treat people the way that they treat us, right?
I think absolutely, and of course, at the end of the day, that's the way everybody should do it. Is if you're going to, respect is given and respect is earned, type thing.
So do you think? I think a lot of times we were talking about this too. Me and Diamond were talking about people prejudging people on this app, right? So we watch people sit there and have conversations, watching their videos, and we automatically assume who the type of person that they are.
Yep.
Right? So people could listen to you, Charles, and hear, oh, you're a cowboy. Or we could listen to ATL, and we would think all of a sudden, he's an old man from, that he's an old, dirty old man. So we think a lot of times instead of just actually getting to know somebody and learning somebody and having a conversation with them personally, we see a lot of people, what they do on this app is that they'll sit back, they'll sit there and watch you, and they come up with this prejudgment about who you are without really even getting to know you.
Absolutely, 100%. I agree. That happens a lot.
It gets on my nerves.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, if you don't get a chance, you take time to sit down and learn someone, talk to someone, then you're never really going to actually understand them, right? A lot of people.
Me talking to you, Charles, is going to be my conversation when you is going to be different than me. My conversation with Most Hated is going to be my conversation different than Mr. Wilkinson. So I can't keep on. I'm not going to talk to everybody the same. Everybody's going to have a different reaction out of me.
Absolutely. When we talk about prejudgment, right? A lot of people just assume I'm just a cowboy. That's all I am, right? A lot of people don't have a clue that I love art. I love I love the theater. I have seen Cats. I have seen Brigadoon. I have seen Phantom of the Opera. I'm an absolute fanatic for Phantom of the Opera. I love art and art gallery art.
Do they have that in Colorado?
Huh?
You're not in Colorado. You're
They
Nebraska.
have a lot of that. I was born and raised in Colorado. They have a lot of that in Colorado. A lot of people don't know that.
I would not have thought that Colorado was a place for the arts.
Oh yeah, Denver. Believe it or not,
New York. New York
Denver's,
is the only place that you can watch fucking theater, right?
no, Denver's a lot more open than people think it is. Denver's a lot more blue.
Isn't that the first state that made legal?
Yeah, they were pretty much the first one that made it legal. Absolutely.
But you see how I prejudge Nebraska or Colorado? I prejudge them. They're not thinking that they have a big art community.
Nope. Yeah, they don't think about that kind of stuff at all. A lot of people don't realize the culture that Omaha has in Omaha, Nebraska. They don't understand, a lot of those things like Kansas City. Kansas City has an amazing music scene that a lot of people don't even think about. Jazz and jazz culture is all over down in Kansas City right down here. And that's, but everybody bypasses us over here in the Midwest. Why? Because we're flyover country. We're in nothing but cornfields and freaking hay fields.
I don't know nothing about the Midwest. Diamond, do you know anything about the Midwest? Harmony, do you know anything about the Midwest?
Nope, I don't even understand this conversation.
I'll tell you this: while you have your little computer right there, look up the Kansas City music culture over there, and see what Kansas City's known for.
You either, right? Yeah, I don't know. Well, one of my dreams is to go ahead and travel the Midwest. I want to jump in an RV and I want to just go from state to state to state to state and really learn about each state and in the culture in each state. Because I never realized how I thought, being from New York, I thought I knew everything about all different types of cultures, and I realized when I moved to the South, I really didn't know shit. So that's one of on my bucket list is definitely to go ahead and travel the country because I don't know anything about the Midwest. Like I could go, for anything from Maine, Massachusetts, all the way to Florida. I got you, all those states. But anything else, I'm completely fucking lost.
Well, you'll see a lot of things out here that are very different. A lot of things that you'll see a lot of beauty. You'll see a lot of things that are that a lot of people don't. They take for granted.
Right. I think so too. I think that's what I took the beach for granted. Harmony, did you ever take the beach for granted? Being like, and we're growing up in New York, we never there was a beach everywhere. You know what I'm saying? There was beaches. We were on the islands. There's all different types of islands. Far Rockaway, Jones Beach, Howard Beach. The beaches were everywhere. Even in the Bronx, you got beaches up there. We never went to the fucking beach. We were hanging out. Coney Island. We were hanging out. Going in the fucking water. And
for me, by the time I thought about all the things I have to do to get on a bus or a
train,
right? Yeah, we're not going. I'm not thinking about it.
See, for me, I've never experienced the ocean when I was a kid or anything until we had to travel. We had to drive 2.5 days down there to get over to California.
Well, that's what happened when I moved to the South. When I moved to Georgia, there was no beach, and so the beach was the lake. The lake was the beach, and I'm like, this ain't no damn beach, and I really missed it. I was just like, I took that for granted when I was living in New York about the beach, and now that I was in a state that didn't have any beach, I was like, I really missed going to the beach. That's why I moved to Florida because now I'm again, a half an hour away from the beach now. So if I want to go to the beach, I can just jump into see the ocean. So you're right. I think we do take things that we grew up with for granted. Mm-hmm. Until you don't have it no more, and then you start appreciating it more.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what. Since I moved out here to the Midwest, I definitely have missed the fact of Utah being the second driest state in the country. The damn humidity out here will unalive you very quickly.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about damn Utah. I know Utah Jazz.
Utah has 7 national parks, believe it or not. 7.
I don't know nothing about it. And Diamond, what's the furthest west you went?
I don't travel, so I'm not a traveler.
You're not a traveler?
No.
When was the last time you traveled?
The biggest travel I've ever done is right here.
Where you in South?
North Carolina. That's the biggest travel
That's pretty
yeah.
cool. I've never been to California.
I don't fly, so yeah.
Do you notice that a lot of New Yorkers really don't go nowhere? We don't really need to go anywhere. Everything's right there.
Yeah. They don't understand. They don't understand. It took me to move down here to go visit New York to go to see the zoo.
Right.
So
To see the zoo.
So that
I
was
live
one
down
I
thing.
go back now. 1 second, Charles. I'm sorry. When I go back now to New York, I go like a tourist. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to the Empire State Building, and I'm over here taking pictures. I'm like, I grew up here, but we never did that. We never went to the Statue of Liberty. We never went to, Ellis. I mean, I did like with school trips and shit like that, but it wasn't like I didn't appreciate it until as an adult going back to visit. Hanging, last time I went to New York, me and my friends, we walked from Penn Station all the way down to Delancey, and I couldn't believe just taking that walk, which was a long fucking walk, but just taking that walk was like wow, like I was taking pictures of everything. But meanwhile, I lived there all my life, and I never really, because it was like you go to work, you come back, you didn't have time to really just enjoy it the way that you as a visitor you enjoy it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Charles.
What I was saying is, as someone who went as a visitor to New York who's never seen New York before, I'd always seen wide open spaces and sprawling, mountain country and things like that. I grew up there. And then when we flew to New York, it was a very different experience for me. I will say this, the most interesting thing I ever saw was the fact that your love language is flipping each other off and telling everybody to fuck off more. I was out on the sidewalk and I was smoking a cigarette out there, and I was like, and a fella walked by and I was going to go ahead and get the door for him because he wanted to walk in the building. So I reached over to the door and opened the door. I said, "There you go, yes, there you go, sir." And he said, "You don't need to open that damn door for me. I got this." I said, "Well, I'm just being polite." He said, "Well, I don't need you to be polite either." I said, "Well, all right then. That's up to you then, son."
I didn't realize how rude we were until I moved to the South, and then I realized they were fucking rude.
When I tell people I'm from New York, and they be like, "New York, y'all mean," and something. I'm like, "No, we're not mean." And then when I went and visit,
right
after 7 years, I went and visit. I almost had a what?
And then here's the other thing. I'm standing on the street here and I'm smoking a cigarette again. I stepped outside to do that again. And there's this fella who's on like this 4th or 5th story balcony up there. And there's this fella on the street corner or on the street down there, and he's moving something, picking up something heavy off the back of a truck or something. And this fella, I guess, knew him or something, but he yells from all the way up there, "F you," all the way down to the bottom down there. And the other guy turns around and looks up at him and calls him "F you" back. And all right, fuck you's the love language in New York.
It's just the way that we talk, and nobody takes it fucking personal either. Like even when I know what I notice too when I say fucking personal. To me, that's how I talk, right? Down the South, they're like, "Don't curse at me." I'm like, I'm not cursing at you. I'm just cursing. I didn't say fuck you. Fuck you is different than what the fuck you talking about. There's a difference between cursing at somebody. Good morning, Miss Shay. But and that's why I think it's so important. I didn't think it was important before. I think it's so important to travel, to go to different places, because I was set in my ways. I didn't realize how sheltered I was until I moved to the South. And I'm like, wow, I really don't know nothing. I thought I knew a lot about different cultures and different people until I moved somewhere else. And then I realized people from different parts, even though we're part of the United States, and that's the reason why that's why I think there's so much division among people in the United States, is because they're so used to their own little small town way of thinking. They haven't traveled outside of the way to find out how other people do things and how other people do things.
That's one thing that one of my goals, which I plan on doing hopefully in the next 5 years, is I want to take a tour around the world, but when I travel to each country, I want to do it culturally based and not tourist based. So when I stay in the country, so wherever it may be, whichever country it is, I want to experience the actual life and living of the culture itself and experience the culture itself, because there are so many different things that are different around the world.
I don't care
beauty
about
and color and beauty and dance and beauty and art and beauty and food and all these different things that are different culturally based
Just
things
go to
around the
New York,
world.
Charles. You find every single culture you possibly want and experience
I
their food.
could, but I'm also going to get cussed at all day long. But that's a whole different conversation.
I don't know. If you go to Chinatown, would you get cursed out? I don't know if you get cursed out.
I don't have a clue. I didn't make the Chinatown. All I know is I will tell you this. I now know where NASCAR drivers are trained. It's New York taxi drivers are training NASCAR drivers.
Let me tell you, when I come back from New York, I don't know Harmony, but if you like this too, but when I come back from New York, I'm tense. I'm stressed. And like it takes me a while to get back to, all right, I can calm down now. Because when I'm in New York, I'm always ready. I'm ready to go. You're right. I'm driving. I'm driving. I'm like always arguing and yelling. Even everybody I meet, I'm always like on defense mode. And it takes me a while to like, okay, I'm not in New York no more. I need to let that shit, and let me go back and remove this energy from me. And again, like you said, homie, I didn't realize I was like that until I went back there. Even my accent. And people are like, oh, you got to act. I didn't know how to act that. And then when I went back to New York and started hearing other people talk, I was like, oh, do I sound like that? Like, I didn't realize this.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's what people in the South are talking about when they say my accent, or I need to slow down. You know,
Well, here's the thing. I never understood this, and this is something that it confused the shit out of me. I got into the taxi cab, right? And first of all, your blocks are not even normal long blocks. They're half a block, and it's only a half a block long. We're from light to light. And in between that half a block from this light to this light, that dude's going from 0 to 100 and back to 0. And then when he cut off the other cab driver, he cussed him out for being in his way. And I'm like, you're in his way, and you cut him off, and you're cussing at him. And he's like, yeah, because he's in my way. And I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
You know, Charles, you want to know a fun fact? I used to drive New York City cabs.
I didn't see. Now I understand.
It was one of my, I had 3 jobs. Because when you work in New York, you got to work 3 jobs. And my third job was driving a taxi cab. I used to make paper too. I used to make a lot of paper.
Explain to me how the hell that common sense
didn't have a
works. Now, you got
GPS
mad at the other guy when you were the one who cut him off.
I mean, because first of all, that's just the way we drive.
I'm just saying. Listen, and here's the other thing.
We have somewhere to go. Time is money in New York. Time is money.
Yeah.
It's how everybody's laid back and everybody got time to do shit. No, we gotta get to where we gotta go because time is money. Time is money. We gotta get that. We gotta get to that job. We gotta because we gotta make that paper. We gotta, shit is expensive in New York, so we gotta make sure we ain't trying to lose our job. So we gotta get
0 to 100 and it's back to 0 in a half a light block. I'm just saying. Holy crap! That man was like, I'm surprised that vehicle was even in one piece after that freaking drive.
Oh, no, we know how to get around shit. We know how to drive. Like I said, the New Yorkers, and the crazy part about it, or not the crazy part, but is just that we have to be careful with our cars as well because there's a lot of potholes because of the snow and everybody gets thrown on ice. So our streets are not the best streets to be driving on either.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to say is the city doesn't know how to fix shit, do they?
Girls, don't be ragging on my fucking town, all right? Don't be ragging on my city. Leave my city, he's speedy.
See, listen, here's the deal. Up here in the Midwest, you come drive up here in the Midwest, you're going to be like, holy shit, they actually have roads out here. It's not a road.
Oh, we got sidewalks. You can't walk in the street over there. That's why nobody in the Midwest know how to walk.
Want to bet? Actually, we do. You just don't have to worry about it. See, we can walk on the side of the road, and we don't have to worry about everybody trying to run us over.
Yo, when I came down here, they don't have no style. They barely have sidewalks down here. I was like, what's this?
Right.
Street lights.
It's dark as hell. It's definitely dark as hell. I had every single light in my house was on because I could not be used to it being so damn dark. I was like, why? How do people sleep out here being so dark? I was scared. You hear all the animals or the train. Now I actually heard the train. Before I didn't hear like not the railroad. The railroad, I guess it's called. I heard the railroad going by making those noises. But yeah, it's a definitely different. But again, you wouldn't know that until you experience it, because I didn't know that. I didn't even know there were cotton fields in Georgia. I was driving down the street and I see the cotton field. I said, what the fuck is that? I thought cotton cotton was made in China somewhere. I didn't know there was some cotton fields in the United States. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was just so again, like I said, sheltered. I didn't think I was sheltered being in New York, but I definitely was sheltered.
And I was saying all that and having fun with you with New York, by the way, just to have fun with you. But I will say this though,
ain't no city like it. I tell you that much because I've been on a lot of cities. Ain't no city like it.
That is a true fact, and there is a lot of things that I was very in awe of, because I have never seen so many people stacked on top of each other in my entire life. Because in my world where I grew up and was born and raised, if you didn't have 30 acres or 40 acres around you to be able to run, you weren't free to be able to have some space to move and maneuver. I was very cramped. I was very anxiety ridden. I was not ready for New York when I went in there the first time. And then here's the thing. You want to talk about the worst experience in the world? How about the first time when I came from the West? The first time I'd ever been to New York was when I had to drive in it with an 18-wheeler. And the first experience I ever had was the George Washington Bridge. Mm-hmm. And the George Washington Bridge, I guess they fixed it now, but back then I sat there for 4 hours on the damn thing waiting.
Yeah, sounds about right.
To get over to the Bronx. I believe it was the Bronx. I was trying to get over to the bridge to get to the Bronx on the GW Bridge. Mm-hmm. So here was my experience. I'm stopped, sitting there, not moving, right? Traffic everywhere, where none of us are moving. This fella decides to climb up onto the side of my truck with this little tiny pew-pew. And I mean a little tiny pew-pew, okay? And sticks it in my window. Understand, I'm a big old country boy from the West, okay? So understand that, preface that right there. He sticks this little tiny pew-pew in the window and says, "You need to get out of your truck." And I looked around and I looked at the roadway and I said, "Where the hell are you going to go with my truck? I'm not going anywhere." So he says, "It doesn't matter. You need to get out of your truck." Well, understand that this old boy was standing on my truck steps and the steps of my truck.
Right.
Holding on to the door.
How did he get there?
Right? I don't know, but he's on the highway, standing on my steps of my truck. Okay? There's a New York City police officer across the way on the other side of the hood, sitting on the edge of the bridge. Okay? I said, "Are you sure you want me to get out of the truck?" He said, "Yeah." So I said, "All right." And I opened the door and knocked him off the side of my truck because he was standing there on the steps of my truck. And he fell over the concrete median and over onto his head and rolled over onto the road right there. And when he did that, the cop... Huh? Well, hold on. The New York City cop drives up, picks the guy up, handcuffs him, puts him in the car, picks up the pew-pew, puts this little tiny cute little pew-pew in the back of his pants, gets in the car, and just drove away. Didn't say a word. And I'm like, police report? Anything? Hello? Nothing. Gone. Just took off with him.
Too much paperwork. Nobody wants to work.
No, I'm like, well, okay, this is interesting. But that was my first experience in New York.
Sounds like a beautiful experience.
Oh, yeah, it was interesting. 4 hours. The best part was knocking the dude off of my truck step with the door. But I just sat there for another 3 hours waiting for the GW Bridge to move, which was not fun. So I'm just saying.
No, it's not fun for us New Yorkers who have to drive it.
I don't understand how y'all do it every day.
We usually do that. Charles, we usually take the train or the bus.
But I did learn the trick about New York. So there's a trick in New York, right? When you're driving a truck, if you want to get in the right-hand lane, you turn your left turn signal on. You know why? Because every single one of you jumps out in that left-hand lane to fill that left-hand lane up so that you can get around us, so we're not blocking. And we have a whole right-hand lane that's wide open. And we just scoot on over the right. It works. I promise you it works. It works every time. I did it for years.
Drive a truck. I don't know. Nick drives truck. Nick, have you ever experienced driving trucks in
Tell me it doesn't work.
You said, have I ever experienced what?
In New York. Have you ever drove in New York?
I drove I done touched all 48 states
Okay, so when you drove in New York,
now,
didn't it?
including
Doesn't it?
Canada.
Doesn't it work in New York? If you drive in New York, if you wanted to get in the right hand lane, you turn your left turn signal on. All them people are going to dive out of that right hand lane and
No,
get around your ass on the left hand lane. So
I
you have that
don't.
right hand lane open. It works
No,
every time.
no, I don't do that. If I need to
It
get in
works
the
for
right
me.
hand lane, if I want to get in the right hand lane, I let my signal light flash 3 times. If you
Oh,
don't
okay.
get it, you'll fuck around and find out because I'm coming over. Baby, I drive trucks, baby. I don't play the radio. You're gonna get out of my way. I'm gonna
Well,
flash it 3 times, and
I
it's
just
coming over. Once I
that.
put that tire, once that tire cross over that line, I'm bringing the whole truck over. Guess what you gonna do? You gonna slow down? You gonna get out the way? Or you gonna stop and let me in? I don't play in New York. None of these big cities.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What I was telling him though is in New York though, if you notice how the people drive, the four wheelers drive, right?
Yeah.
Every time if you put your turn signal on, they're going to try and fill that lane up every single time because they're in a hurry, right? So what I found out in New York is if I turn my left turn signal on, if I want to go right, they'll fill up that left hand lane next to me so they can get around me in that left hand lane. So I just have an open lane on the right hand side. I just flip that turn signal on and right on over to the right because it's already empty because they all filed over to the left because they wanted to get around me. It worked every time I did it.
Well, good for you, Charles. I'm glad I don't have to drive no
You
damn truck.
put that you put that front tire over that white line, and they see that truck coming over. They gonna respect that truck. I
No,
don't.
they absolutely don't.
I
I'm gonna get my respect. They gonna respect my truck.
Well,
I,
they're gonna run in fear once you're all halfway over. But I've seen many times over in them big cities over the East Coast that they don't give nothing. You just have to kind of scoot them on over. But you,
My father used to say the bigger truck, his car is bigger. Like, my father used to drive a Cadillac, so he used to always say that my car is bigger. Whoever's car is bigger or the truck is bigger, that's against the right of way.
I'll tell you
Char-
what, I've
Charles, you
seen
remember?
that.
Do you remember the Cadillac man
Oh
in New
yeah,
York?
I do remember that. Yep,
He's all like, they call me the midnight
yep, I remember him very well. Yep.
cowboy.
Hmm.
I love me a Cadillac. Hey, good morning, Nat. Did you rest well?
Good
Yeah.
morning.
Good morning, Ned, by the way, Ned.
But
Did
look,
you?
that's what he drove. He drove a Cadillac, and he had a, a, a CB antenna that was about 10 feet
Uh-uh.
tall on that
Yep,
Cadillac,
he
and that
did.
CB radio. I met him
Did
one
you?
day in New York.
Oh wow,
I
because
never
that
met.
was actually my question of
I,
the day, Nat. Was a famous person that you ever met, or the greatest person you ever met?
I met the Yin Yang twins at a rest
Okay.
area. I
well,
did.
that's what
I met
yeah.
I met the Yin Yang twins at a rest area. I met Ti at a truck stop.
That's what
I have
Charles was saying.
met.
Most of the people he's met was driving trucks. Is that so? That was with you too?
Yep, I met a lot of celebrities that way too. Yeah, that's the key.
Yeah, yeah, in the truck. Yeah, I met a lot of celebrities, a lot of them.
Okay, so when you met these celebrities, how was your reaction to them?
I don't care. I don't feel like nobody better than nobody, whether they have $10 or $10 million. So like, I seen them. I like, hey, how you doing or whatever. But I usually get spoken to because when they see my short ass jump out of this 18
Right.
wheeler, and they be like, oh my God, you
They can
got to
see
understand.
you.
I've been out here 26 years. When I came out here, it wasn't a lot of females driving a truck.
Nope,
Right.
it wasn't.
So
Right.
when they see me jump down out of a truck,
They're gonna start
people
a
always got
conversation.
excited to see me drive a truck,
I ain't gonna
standing
lie,
there
I would get
five foot
excited
three.
too. I would get excited. I would get anytime a woman does anything that's not a typical, I guess, woman job. I get excited about because we were talking about earlier about women cowgirls and how much I admire seeing them riding the horses and like having such control over the horse with their thighs. You know what I mean? Like that's not so. I admire that. I admire seeing women like you said, Annette driving trucks, being able to handle this big piece of machinery is not an easy fucking job. And for me to see it, I'm like, yeah, that girl power all day, every day. I love that.
Thank you.
Oh, you're
But
welcome.
And
I
that's
heard y'all. I heard y'all talking about the Midwest. Um, I stayed in the Midwest for about 11 months. See, I try shit. I stayed in Detroit, the mid. That's the Midwest.
Right, but I thought that. See, I never been to Michigan.
Detroit City. Yeah, it's a different world too. I'll tell you that. That's definitely a different world.
I actually liked it. I
I like
like to
Detroit. It's
staying
just a
in
different world
Detroit.
though.
I mean, I ran nothing but the Midwest for 4.5 years solid because I was running the Ford dedicated camp. I ran it from the top to the bottom.
So what? Yeah. So what you
Yep.
do? I'm pretty sure you travel the country a lot, then, Ned, right? If
Yeah.
by driving trucks, I get that too. Because Harmony said
Hmm.
that the furthest she traveled was to South Carolina, to where when she moved, and she hasn't been. She doesn't want
North
to.
Carolina.
North
Not even
Carolina,
that
right?
far.
There's a
Hmm.
difference, right?
But so well, like Net was saying earlier. I mean, we've been in all 48 states. I've been in all provinces of Canada. I've been all the way up through Alaska. I even drove the ice roads up in Canada before too. So right.
I even
Well, they
went to
started the damn show
Mexico.
up there, huh?
I even been to went to Mexico where I didn't drive the truck over there, but I drove it to the line and went to Low Boys where I
Boys
where it
Town.
was part of Boys Town. Hell yeah.
Yep.
I went
Oh
to see
yeah.
the donkey show.
Oh
Who the
yeah.
fuck?
Oh
Who the
yeah.
fuck
God,
didn't want to see the donkey
listen.
show?
Listen,
I'm
I
finna
was
see
tricked. Hold on.
it.
I was tricked into that damn thing. My buddies are like, "You got to come check this show out. It's an amazing show. It's this gal, and you got to see it. It's amazing." I said, "Oh, all right. They're the gullible old country boy. Let's go do this. Why not?"
I
And here we
was
go. Get
I
on the
was
van. You remember the van guys over in
it was
Yep.
a limousine that take you over there for $25.
Yeah, well, we took the van instead of the limousine. We all piled into the van because there was too many of us. But we piled into the
Well,
van. We all went across the border, and then they tricked me into going to that damn thing. And I'll tell you what, that will scar you for life.
What?
no, it
Really?
actually was funny to me.
Oh
Okay, so
no, oh no, it
can
was
you tell
it
us?
was
You
all
told me before. I have
wrong.
no idea what you're talking about.
It is a donkey. The donkey show
It's
is
it,
how do we TikTok friendly explain him?
it's real simple.
Are
It's a
they real
donkey
donkeys?
show. Okay, the place is set up, and Charles can agree with me. It's like a big old square, and it's like hotel, club, hotel, club, hotel, club. Round the front and round the back. Is a live Charles.
Yep, that's true. Yeah,
Okay, so at every hotel you had the um the special ladies that was saying $20, $20,
Oh,
and then they
okay.
had a club, right? They had a club with the banana show where she insert it and she say how many drop, and some dumb motherfucker holler out three, and she could cut the banana with her stuff, and then a drop just like that. Yeah, people were telling me about, and see, I was a trainer then. I was a mentor at Swift. So, hell yeah, we took our students. I took all of my students over there.
oh gosh.
So,
So, so here's the easiest way to
so
explain the donkey show. Extracurricular activities with an actual donkey
no, no, let me tell you. I'm gonna
hanging
tell
on in
you
a harness underneath it.
the first time I seen the donkey show, I
Yeah,
seen the
yeah,
donkey
yeah.
show. Listen,
Insertion. Hold on. Insertion extracurricular
listen,
activities
listen,
with
listen,
a donkey,
Adrian.
a real donkey. Yes,
Yeah,
I
listen,
kid you
listen,
not.
Adrian.
It's scarring for life.
No,
Scarring for
no, no,
life.
I actually took my mama over there to see the
You did
donkey
not take your
show.
mom.
I
What?
swear for living God, I
No, you
did.
did not.
Like,
Oh
yes, I
no.
did. Because you got to understand, I'm gonna run a dedicated run from Memphis to Laredo, running the
Oh
Toyota account.
no.
And my mom, she always went with me, and I said, "Mom, you want to see some shit you'll never be able to see a day in your life ever again?" My
Then you
mama
don't ever
said,
want to see again.
my mama said, "Sure."
Oh God.
What
I
did you say to your
took
mother?
Your poor mother. Oh my goodness.
My mom,
I don't want to
my mom,
imagine it. You just gave me a
my
fucking
mom
thought in
is,
my head, and I
my
always want
mom
to think
is
about it.
so cool. My mom is so cool till she can deal with all the rest of that shit she was seeing over there. She was like,
Uh-huh.
oh my god. When that donkey walked off in that club, and that lady got down on that damn stool, and
Uh-huh.
my mama said, I know motherfucker well that woman ain't finna take
Wait,
that.
that's the most weirdest. What? Do you hear this harmony?
Yes, yes, I let my mama wear it. Look, my
Let me
mom,
see. About
wherever, wherever my mom told me she wanted to go, see, she went. She wanted to go over there and go shopping, but then I encouraged her to go to Boys Town because I wanted her to experience and see the all of the craziness that
I
goes
do want to see
on.
that. I think that. See, that's one thing I be thinking
Now
about going
I
type of
I
way.
literally wanted to see it because I didn't think, when people told me
You don't,
about it,
don't think it's
when
true.
when people
At first.
told me about it, I didn't believe it. And
Nope.
my mama was with me. So I was like, Mom, come on, go with me. Shit, we gonna see this shit together. I didn't think it was true. I literally did not think that shit was true.
I
I thought people just talked about it and made, just to be lying. I never in my life was imagined
never
that
even
shit
heard
was
such a thing.
true.
Harmony, have you ever heard of such a thing about women having sex with donkeys?
I've seen videos, girl. Shit, you gotta watch them shits, boy. They make you.
I,
Yeah, I've seen videos, girl.
Telling you. That
Yeah.
I,
shit will
I
scar you for life.
look,
It will
look,
I'm
scar you for
scored
life,
right now.
especially
What
when
you
you see
mean?
them
look,
live
Scar
in
me.
person. It's
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 scored
yeah,
me.
Charles,
it's not right. It's not right at all. I
It
promise you, it's
isn't
not.
Charles,
right. It isn't
Charles, let me
right
tell
at
you
all.
something funny. I didn't believe it when I seen it. My mama didn't. This is what my mama said. My mama said, "Ain't no fucking way that woman taking that donkey like that." She said that shit going behind her back. I went up there to the stage.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I went up there to the stage and I bent down to look. I wanted to make the fuck sure it was going in. If that donkey shit would have popped out, it would have slapped me in my face. I got that close because I wanted to see for
Oh
my fucking
God.
self.
I didn't want to be anywhere near that. No, I didn't want to be anywhere near that close. Nope.
Man, you know what
My buddies were
curiosity is,
laughing their asses off at me. They were like, I was like, what the? No way. This is not what's going to, because they told me it was that they were doing things on top of the donkey, right? There was a couple that was going to do stuff on top of the donkey. This is how they got me to go see it. All right, sure. I mean, sure. I've experienced a little bit of having fun on top of a horse. Sure. But why not? So I had my girlfriend up on a horse, top of okay, that's fine.
You
Why
can be
not? Let's do
nasty on
that.
top of a horse, Charles.
No, you bet, absolutely. And then so we went ahead and we went down there, and this is what they told me this was going to happen. And then no, what happened was not that by any means of the stretch of the imagination. And I looked at them and said, "Y'all are a bunch of assholes." And we left. And no, never again, never again,
Charles, Charles is
never again.
lying to you. Charles did not leave because Boys Town is made for men's and men's
No,
only.
I left
I
that. Is what I'm talking
I
about. That show.
I
I
went
left that
I
show.
went over there because I didn't believe all the stories. So I wanted to fucking see. I didn't
And
believe that
where is
there
this
was
located? The borderline of Mexico
Yeah,
and
it's
in
called Boys
Mexico,
Town.
yes, in Cowboys Town.
Yep,
I
and it's
I
called the
did
Donkey
not
Show.
never
I
going
did
over there.
not believe that there was gonna be women who looked like pure fucking baby dolls and they was standing up there with nothing on, little to nothing on, and they,
Oh yeah.
selling like that. I did not believe that. I didn't believe that they had a grocery cart full of rugs of any kind in public, and you could just buy it. I didn't believe it.
Yep, pharmaceuticals.
I
Absolutely.
didn't believe that it was men's over there who had changed and looked like women's, and you couldn't tell. I didn't believe it because
Yep.
I was new to all of that. I just had
I feel
started
like you're
driving
earning you all of it
probably
too. I
about
feel like I
3
heard you all, but
years.
I guess I
I'm a
haven't.
country girl. So yeah, I wanted to see it. Let me tell you something. If a motherfucker tell me right now there is a woman uh hitting it with a moose, I'm gonna say, well, I'm going to see. I'm gonna go fucking
Okay,
see
Not.
it.
moose is
Nope. The
okay.
donkey show is enough for me. I don't. No more. No more donkeys. No more animals. No more livestock. No more. No.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna go
No.
see
But you
it.
never
I
looked
don't want to see
at a
Look,
no. No.
donkey again
No.
saying,
this is what you got to
It was
understand.
scarring for life. See.
You live
See.
you live
It's. It,
one time. You live one time.
oh,
I
I
ain't
don't know
doing
about
it.
seeing that.
I'm
and I
not
lived
finna
that one
do it.
time, and I saw that shit on the fucking donkey show, and that's all I need. That. No. That was it.
Well, that would kind of
You know.
scar me for life. I don't think I want to see that, Nat. And I thought I was very adventurous, but I guess I'm not that adventurous.
Mm. There's
Yes, you would.
adventurous. No. No.
Yes,
No.
you
Hold
would.
on. Hold on.
Yes, you
Hold on.
would have.
There's
You would have wanted
adventurous,
to
and
see
then
that
there's
shit.
that. Okay. When you watch a donkey enter, and you understand, okay, this is a woman.
Look,
It's a whole
if
different realm of
it would
things.
have,
When you
it
think,
would have
okay,
scarred,
it's a whole different scarring journey
it
right
would have
there in your
scarred, it would
mind.
have
And your mind
scarred
is
me.
burned, and that shit's
I'm
burned into your
sorry
head.
now. I'm
No,
just
Charles,
doing
it
it.
would have scarred me if the woman was screaming and hollering. She
No.
used to it.
What
She
the
used
problem
to
was that
it.
she did.
She fucking used to
He
it.
loved it,
That's the
didn't
problem. She
he? He
didn't
loved
say
it.
a word.
He loved
She
Yes.
it.
didn't make a sound. It was normal. I was like,
Okay,
no. Oh,
that's
hell no.
no,
No.
hell
No,
no.
no, no. No. No.
Look at that. Can you get pregnant by a donkey? Like, I mean,
I have no idea, and I don't want to know.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's why some. Hey, King. That's why some of these men are hanging so low. They mamas did it with an animal. I promise. These men with these long, thick, yeah. They mama did it with an animal. I'm sorry.
Oh hell no!
That gives me animal
That's
energy.
and that's the problem. She didn't make a damn sound. She
She didn't.
didn't
She
let
didn't
a
make us,
nothing. It
Adrian.
just went
She
in.
took it. She took it like it was normal, like it was 5 inches.
Okay, so oh yeah.
You
So
think that
Donkey. This is a
people that
donkey we're talking about. A
you
donkey.
think that people
And they
that
call him
are
Eeyore. That was the name of the
Eeyore.
cub.
Exactly.
Yeah, they called him Eeyore.
you
Yeah.
think
I
that
never
people that
watched Winnie
are
the Pooh again after that damn show.
wait, you think that people that are facially challenged, you know they're not gonna get a mate or nothing. You think they're gonna sit around and wait for some
That woman was not facially
uh,
challenged either. She looked like a freaking model.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
All
the
the,
problem too.
look, all of them women,
me like
all of
stuff.
them women,
I mean,
every
she
one of
was
them
like
women,
drop unalive gorgeous type of thing, you know. And then just
all
she
the
just
women.
on the stool and just here it went and right on in and not a peep. And this is a donkey.
I wonder how does somebody get into something like that?
I don't
Well,
want to know.
you got to
I don't-
understand. You got to understand. And Charles, I don't know why he playing that.
I ain't playing.
That city. That city.
Oh, the city's
That's
was amazing.
that's
That
what
was
it.
terrifying.
That's what Boys Town was. It was a freak show. You
It
go
is a
there and
freak
you
show. That's
see
true.
everything. Just
I
like
ain't going over there. I ain't going.
Listen,
Charles,
I'm a freak, but
Did
that
you
ain't
go
it.
around?
Nuh-uh,
Did you go
not me.
around the back? Did you go around the back? Because I
Yeah.
gotta look. I had this young dude on the truck. He was about 23. Like I said, Swift had the terminal right there in Laredo,
Yep.
and it's like we was already in the Toyota. So like we went to Laredo all week long, and on Friday we'll have to wait till they bring some more freight across the line, and we'll get our trailers from the yard and we go back. So
Yep.
we took all the
Just make sure you
students
have all
over
your
there.
lights and tires.
And look, everything. I'm talking about that's still
Oh yeah,
everything. But
you know what I'm talking
we
about.
we took I took this dude, he was about 23 years old. I never forget him. He was from Knoxville, Tennessee. And all the mentors, we all ran that camp. So it was like 25 of us and we had our students. So I used to go over there and go shopping because I could spend $100 and
Yep.
boy, I come back with $2,000, $3,000 worth of clothes and shoes. Like
That's
you
very
can
true.
you can buy real snake skin cowboy boots and the belt to match it for about $35 fucking.
Okay.
Over here, you paying like $300-$400 for just the boots over here. So
And they're
yeah,
handmade too.
yes, handmade,
Handmade.
right,
Yep.
right. So we went over there and me and the mentors, we was all hanging out and we just let the student go. We up here laughing because we wanted them to see this shit and experience this shit. And my student, he went around back.
Yeah.
He went around back to what
Don't go around back. Don't
they
do it.
called it back blow job blow city. Like you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
And we were looking for my student, like I said, we always took them over there. So my student, I'm like, yeah, we got to go, y'all. We got to go. Where's my student? Y'all help me find my student. So we calling everybody, calling, and he like, I'm back here. I'm riding the back part. Everybody just started shaking their head and laughing because like we knew what was around the back. And he went in there and we was sitting off in that club and I'm talking about it was a gorgeous lady, well, supposed to be lady,
Mm-hmm.
and when you get there, you had to sign up there saying $10 blow torch. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, for $10.
And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
he was getting his blowtorch done,
I mean, for $10.
and we was sitting up there and we was laughing our ass off, like
Mm-hmm.
literally
Oh, really? You didn't
crying,
know about that.
laughing, and I said, well, y'all need to go over there and tell him like that's not what he's supposed to do. That's not what he think it is.
Mm-mm.
Next thing we know,
Nope.
look, we got not. I got. It was 26 of us mentors. It was like 5 of us females and the rest of us guys. And we trying to get them to tell them, man, go over there. They like, no, we're not telling them nothing. We gonna have something to laugh about.
Right,
But
exactly.
they grabbed hands and they started going up the stairs. I said, oh, hell no. Bring your ass on. He's like, I'm good. I'm good. I said, fuck it. Do what you do. All I know, 5 minutes later, that motherfucker was running down them stairs. He shot pants up and ran out that door, and we all
Poor
bust out with
baby.
the
What you do
laughing
that
and
baby
stuff.
for?
That
That
woman was
poor
hung bigger than
baby.
he was.
You ain't
No,
gonna get you like I try to
nothing,
warn you.
nothing didn't happen because when she dropped her clothes, he seen it was longer than his, and he hauled
Yep.
that.
She hung bigger than he is.
Ooh,
Yep.
baby, we were laughing so hard. We were crying laughing. It was like funny. It was
That
so
ain't even
funny.
right. That ain't even right. That's not right. You ain't
Well,
right.
look, if we told him, if I said don't go, and he like he's straight. You know, all I supposed to do is train you how to drive a truck. I don't supposed to train you to learn the difference between
Ain't trying to make
man
a
and a
man
woman.
out of you. That's nuts. That is nuts. Well, good morning, everybody. I know this conversation, you probably are completely lost what we were talking about. Don't worry, you wasn't missing much. You wasn't missing much. I got an education today. Every time it never fails, always get a type of education or something. I thought I knew everything, but I obviously don't know shit. I obviously don't know shit, but I mean, go ahead and end this. Like, if anybody could just tap me up to 5K, I always like to get into a round number. But before I let you go, I wanted, because my question of the day was just, a famous person that you ever met. But good morning, Mr. Jones. Look, Mr. Jones, I'm covered up today. So good morning, Grant. Good morning, everybody. My question, you already answered my question of the day. Ned and Harmony Charles. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this live before I go to work today and get to this money. And I hope you guys have a wonderful sleep. But again, before I go, I always like to end it with something that you are thankful for, something that happened yesterday that you are thankful for. So I always write it down because I have to write it down because it's so quick for us to forget. It's good to remember all the bad things that happen to us, but it's hard for us to think about the good things that happen to us. So I'm thankful that I was able to run around with my mom yesterday. She had to go get her bread that she gets homemade. So I was able to run around doing errands for her. I was able to go food shopping. You don't think you need to be thankful for going food shopping, but nowadays, how expensive shit is. I'm grateful that I was able to go food shopping. I was grateful that I even was able to make dinner yesterday because that's not even like you know me that we have these conversations at this fucking age. I don't want to cook shit no more. I'm just trying to throw in, something quick and easy. But I was actually able to make something. I made dinner last night, and I was able to post some good content from our lives yesterday. So I like to listen to my lives afterwards and be able to post some content. So that's your other page, Mama. I don't know.
Yeah,
You
no,
put,
I tapped you by mistake. I'm trying to tap you up.
that's
Oh,
fine.
you
I know
get
that
it.
is. All right, so Harmony, since you were the first one up here, tell me something good that happened to you yesterday. What are you thankful for yesterday?
Yesterday, I finally finished. That's about the only thing. I finally finished that bag
Okay,
that I was making.
you want
And
to show me about your bag real quick again?
you, sure.
I love this bag. This bag is beautiful. Now, I don't know if you know Harmony makes bags. She'll go online and she'll have conversation and make bags. I'm putting you in the big box. Hold on a second.
Oh, she made that?
She made that. She made that. Isn't it beautiful?
It's a backpack
Wow.
too. So
It's
That's
a
nice.
It is. I love the color of that.
That's
This
nice.
This is going. This is called this is the Ultra line. This is going to be the Mimi duffel bag line.
Okay.
So
You put it
stay
together
tuned.
like
You
Stay
go
tuned.
ahead, woman. You doing something. You making purses.
she make a
Oh,
person.
y'all should see the stuff that I already have. I have bootloads of bags that I've made.
Do
But
you
yeah,
have a link in your bio? Do you have like a website of anything?
I don't. I don't. It's a long story, and I know you got to go to work. So try me next time you come on
Okay,
live. So
no, it's no problem. We're definitely interested because it's a beautiful. That's a talent. I don't got talent like that.
Yeah,
let
that's
me
a
show you
talent.
this talent. This is the first backpack and bag that you will ever see with a door. Well, unless somebody copies, but I am. Yeah, so I am the only one that has a backpack with a door.
I love the door. I love the
Love
door.
it.
So much
The
easier. And then instead of having to dig into
phone,
your bag, everything is right there.
your pencils, a little zipper pocket.
For,
Put your money
There,
mhm.
got two
And your
pockets
makeup.
there.
in your
You can put
makeup.
your little makeup right there.
Put your
Mm-hmm.
zipper,
Mhm.
your makeup in there because that's plastic right here.
Right.
Right. That's why I said that my makeup. Yeah.
Close it back up,
Love,
and then
love it.
you
It's
got two pockets.
beautiful. I love it. Oh, and then that's the front bag. So thank you for being a fan. I already knew you were a fan.
Well, honey, listen. I put it in God's hand, and I ask God to guide you, and I hope you get what you
Thank you.
deserve. I hope you find somebody that can
So she
make
already
them
got that
for
sold. That
you.
one's already sold.
Yeah, but I wouldn't sell it like that. Like I would find somebody I can take it to and see can they make my copies and make me a lot of them and
Like a replica.
be the next Gucci person, be the next Louis Vuitton, be the next Michael Kors. You know,
These gonna
you
be
sh-
these like one of a kind. They're gonna have different designs, but they're one of a kind. There will be no
Yeah, because
duplicate.
it's the same leather, but it's a different
This
prototype.
one is this one is a little different than this one.
I love it. It's a great fucking time. How long have you been doing this?
I've been sewing since a little girl, but I just recently started sewing back. Probably 6, 7 years back now
I
that I'm
love that.
starting
It's
again.
another lost art. It's a sewing is. I love
Otherwise,
to.
I was doing. Otherwise,
I
I was
love.
doing
Mhm.
crochet clothing. I make crochet bags, crochet
Another
clothing.
lost art too. Crocheting. I used to love crocheting. All right, well, thank you for sharing that with us. I appreciate you. Think so beautiful, so early in the morning, even though I know you haven't gotten any sleep because you've been up all night. Net, all right, well, ladies always first. Net, tell me something that happened yesterday that you're thankful for.
well, I could go out back through the whole weekend, but
Okay. Well, just yesterday.
I'm thankful for. Um, I spent great time with my mom this weekend.
Love that.
I did her hair. I did her some micro twists.
Aww.
Um, we went to church yesterday. Uh, Sung on the choir. We had a great time in church.
I love that.
I'm thankful that God bless me every day to get this truck from point A to point B without getting hurt or me hurting anyone else.
I love that.
I'm also thankful that I decided to go into retirement, and this is going to be my last load that I pick up and drop off after today. I will be putting a driver in this truck, which is my baby. That I never wanted to put a driver in here because she my baby, but
Right. That's hard to
I
choose somebody
I
else.
am finna give my baby out to someone else, and I'm finna put back on my nursing uniform. Y'all, I'm finna go back and put my nursing uniform
Okay.
on.
Okay. Well, that's great.
Really quick, if I can step in for just a second, Annette. You said this is going to be your last load. You know
Hmm.
how we are about our last loads now.
Oh, your last load. It should never be your last load.
Hold on. That's a big deal. And your last load, you're finally retired. It's a big deal. And so, congratulations. I'm proud of you.
And
Oh,
look,
Amazing.
Charles, I tried it before, and
Yeah, I know.
I
Me
tried
too.
I tried it before, and Charles, I promise you, tears used to run out my eyes. Tears used to drop from my eyes when
I
I
hear you.
seen trucks pass by me, and I was like, oh my God.
I hear you every
But
day.
I said that I got a company, and I need to be at home. I could run my company better at home and not being out here. So when I pick up this load in South Carolina today and drop it in Florida, this will be my last journey. And I know I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I probably cry all the way home.
I would cry too if it was my last load too. I would cry too. I would cry too. I would never want it to be my
Different.
last
All you
load.
had to do is remember what his name was. But anyway, oh,
That's never gonna happen. I don't remember nobody's fucking name.
Yeah.
I
anyway,
wish it was like that. I wish I would. I wish. Listen, this ain't gonna be no. Does the donkey? Did the donkey have a name?
yes, Eeyore. That's
Eeyore.
the problem. That's why I said
Eeyore.
I'll never watch Winnie the Pooh again either.
But see,
Eeyore.
but see,
Think I
but
was
see,
kidding?
when I went to church yesterday, and to be honest with you, I haven't been to church in a long time. I haven't.
That's a good feeling.
It's been about a year and a half or two since I had went to church.
Hmm.
Really didn't want to go back. But my mom she getting older,
Right.
and my dad, from my dad passing away last year, it kind of brought tears to my eyes.
That's a
When my
good feeling.
mama when she told me, she said, "Baby, I'm so glad that you spent this weekend with me," and she
Aw.
said it really mean a lot to me. And she was like, because everybody else life be so busy, and it's like people don't have time for me no more.
Aw.
And so I spent the whole weekend with my mom. We watched movies to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Aw, that's sweet.
We cooked together, we laughed, like I said, we went to church, we had us a good time. And she's like, baby, you need to start going back to church with me. So that right there what really made me say, this
Well,
gonna be
maybe
my
that's
last
the
ride.
last load is gonna be worth it because now you're gonna
Well,
have some.
Yeah.
and I'm going to say this, and someone who has lost my mother a long time ago, cherish that
Right.
because those moments are the things you miss the most.
You
Right.
actually, one of my good friend, Reggie. I just saw a post and he just lost his mom. So I think we take this for granted. We take that for granted. Sometimes our parents are going to be around forever,
A
and
lot of
Right.
a lot of people take their whole family for granted, right? So
but,
like
I mean,
I'm a
it's
single
true.
dad, and I came from a small family, and my mother's passed away years and years and years ago. It was
You made up for it with all those damn kids you got, Charles.
2002. Well, That's only because I had made my family a large family. But remember, I'm still raising my family versus having a big family that helps me. No, I don't have a family at all to help. My mother's passed away. My dad passed away before I was even born, or right when I was born. You know, and so I mean, as for having a family type of thing, I don't have family. You know, like a lot of people do, and a lot of people take that for granted. You hear it all the time about the complaints about, oh, my sister did this, my brother did that, my this did that, my whatever.
Well, not all family good family.
But at least you got them. You know, it's like you cherish the fact that they're there. You know, because you don't have it. You know, it's a different story to think about. And I'm just saying.
Like I said, that was my thankfulness yesterday. I was able because my mother's got a mouth. My mother got a fucking mouth. My mother, that's where I get my mouth from. I get it from my mom.
I was gonna say, I'm guessing.
Yeah. She was actually behaving herself yesterday. She actually was behaving herself because her new thing is about my weight. So her new thing is like, Adrian, you're gaining too much weight. You got all your weight going to your ass.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Your mama sound like she's Italian. She's Italian.
No, she's Puerto Rican. She's Puerto Rican.
See what did I tell you? What did I?
No, she my mother was born in Lower East Side. My mother's from the Lower East Side, so she grew up in the projects up there. So she don't even know nothing about being Puerto Rican either. She don't know how to make rice and beans either. That's how come I don't know how to make rice. That's why when people give me that prejudice of being Spanish, I'm like, I don't even speak Spanish. I don't even know anything about being Spanish. I know that the Puerto Rican parade is coming up in the second week of June. I know that much. But other than that, I don't know nothing about being Spanish, so that when people always assume something about me or that prejudice, it drives me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. As a matter of fact, she was in the live earlier. I don't know if she's still in here, but she be coming on. I had to teach her how to use. I bought her Look, see, there you go, Crystal, because you brought up in Queens. But I have these earbuds. So yesterday I was showing her how to put the earbuds and how to. No, my mom. Who are you talking? Oh, your mother was. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Crystal. So anyway, we're getting all sidetracked. What we were talking? Oh, about our parents, right? So yes, I am grateful that I am. Even because everybody's like, "Why don't you move in with your mother?" I'm like, "Hell no, I ain't trying to move in with my mother. She still got too much mouth. I want to move in with my mother that I could put her in the corner somewhere and she could just sit there." And listen, my mother's 83 years old and she's still going on dates. She probably got more dates than I do, honestly. She always on some type of date. Oh, well,
that's awesome.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Smile on your face. I think so. Yes.
Well, that is
You
great.
guys have an awesome vibe. That's why we come in here every morning. Absolutely.
You want to just? Yeah, and well,
That's
yes.
great.
And that's the reason why I want to come. I mean, honestly, you guys are my motivation because a lot of times, like even this weekend, I went out Friday night and I was drinking. And I'm not a drinker, and I went to this outside concert. I saw Monifa, right? So I sat there. Yeah, so I actually went and had to force myself to go because believe me, it was raining all day long. And I was like, I'm not going. And I was like, no, Adrian, you got to get out. You got to get out. You got to get out. So it stopped raining and I actually made myself. Crystal, he did front on me. Crystal, by the way, he did front me. So this guy on my live, right? He lives like he keeps saying he's 4 songs away from me. So
he did it again.
Yeah, exactly. So he's on my live the other day, and he said, and I told him, I'm like, yo, there's a concert up here. Go to this concert. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna meet you there. Chris, don't you know he said he was never gonna meet me? He said, I never told you I was gonna meet you there. And then he told me that I need to stop playing hard to get with him, and that I need to just go ahead
He
and
needs to get off the pot.
I ain't chasing after no fucking man. I'm too grown. And again, you want this.
No, that's why I said he needs to shit or get off the pot.
Collins. I just came up here to say hey because I haven't sent you in a minute.
Who's this? Hey?
It's Collins, yeah.
Hi, Collins. How you doing?
Good.
You say you haven't seen that in a while?
I haven't seen you, yeah.
Oh, I've been here. I just been here early in the morning.
I know, yeah, girl.
I usually here like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I usually get off around 8 o'clock.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah. I usually come on
He's
like
up
early.
at the crack of dawn every morning.
I am because I got all this energy I got early in the morning. By 5 o'clock, I'm like.
Yeah, she be going out there coffee.
I'm on that and I'm starting to drink water because I'm on my 4th cup of coffee and my heart's going like this, boom, 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 boom. So I'm like,
yeah, you need some water, yeah.
I'm gonna be drinking some water, calm my ass down for a little bit. But since you up here, my question. Well, I'm not gonna give. Tell me something that you're thankful for that happened to you this weekend or yesterday.
I'm thankful because I get today is my appointment to go to see the doctor about my knee because I can't walk.
Okay.
And I'm thankful for God waking me up every morning,
I love that.
and to
I love
breathe.
it. And that's not an easy pain either, and that's not an easy surgery either.
No, it's
But
not.
but it helps. Cause my mother got it. She says it helped her. So
Yeah.
okay, well good. Well, I'm giving you lots of energy this morning. Lots of energy. So in a couple of weeks you're gonna be up and walking and popping and locking it and backing that.
Shaking that booty.
You're gonna be shaking that booty and backing it up. I love it.
Give me them glasses.
Oh,
Yeah, those.
And don't let that doctor BS you either. Tell him straight up to deal with it and get it squared away so it's done right.
Because they like to milk the insurance
Bullshit
company.
around us. Don't
They
let
like to milk the insurance company for every dollar they could possibly get. So you have right.
So what that mean? Okay, tell me.
That means tell him straight up. Listen, my knee. You already know that there's something wrong with my knee. You need to get it fixed, and I need it done now.
That's it. That's all.
There's
Right.
a lot of. That's it. That's all. You know what needs to be done.
They'll make you go to
Your
physical
doctor, get it done.
They're gonna take a whole bunch of pills. They're gonna make you go through this whole long ass process.
Now, you know what's wrong with my knee. Get it fixed.
Right.
Thank you. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or just tell them a lot of times I'd be like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did that already. Yeah, I did that already.
Right, already. Right, exactly. Just do what you need to do.
Exactly. Get
That's
it done
why I'm here.
so that I can move on in life, and we'll be and then I'll come back and pay you another time when I need you to fix the other one. But for now, get this one done the right way the first time.
Exactly.
Absolutely. All right, Charles, you ready? Because I do gotta go to work. Charles, tell me something that what you thankful for. Something that happened yesterday that you thankful for.
I'm thankful that I didn't have to see the donkey show yesterday.
You heard about that? There was some doctor about to choke over there.
You done made me choke on my drink.
You're saying women have sex with donkeys.
Down there. It's down there in Mexico. It's called the Donkey Show, and yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm very thankful for that because I don't even want to see that again in my entire existence of life. And then I am thankful that I'm thankful that my biggest thing is that I'm thankful for every day now is that I'm finally back to work and I'm able to get back into the corporate world and things like that because 2 years of being on medical and being sitting. It was really rough. So,
right. So obviously he knows what he's talking about those doctors and
it was a nightmare. So finally back to work and finally every day now I'm back to work and I'm very, very thankful. So
I just don't understand how a person just retired and not want to do nothing.
I don't understand it either. And it seems like on this app, people kind of strive for it. Oh, I want to retire at 40. I'm like, then what you gonna do?
Let me tell you. Listen, I drove a truck for 23 years over the road, and then of course I started when I was a kid. We won't talk about how I started when I was a kid on 14 hauling cows. We won't tell anybody how we did that back then. But anyway,
well Charles, I started at 17 because I was pushing log trucks.
You understand what I'm talking about? I hauled cows.
Yeah.
We hauled cows and then we hauled logs when we weren't hauling cows. So I'm just saying, you know what I'm talking about. But my point is I did that for a long time, and I retired from that in 2018 to get in. Like she was talking about, it was very tough to retire. But I went into corporate management in 2018, and I will say this: it was one of the best and worst decisions I made. But anyway, it was what it was. But 2 years ago was when I went down with my lymphedema and all that stuff, and all that crap that hit. So, but yeah, that's what I said.
Thank you for being back to work. I love that. Well, I'm
thankful just to be able to go back to work or be able to walk out the door and go to work.
Right, and I'm thankful that I'm able to work from home. I mean, tomorrow I'll be back in the office. I got to be in the office about 2 days a week, so I get a little bit of a balance where I get to be in leggings a couple of days, but I also get to get dressed up and be in my work attire because I do like to get dressed up.
And see, that's the thing, right? Is you don't realize how much you miss that. walking out the door, you're getting ready for. Even when I drove a truck, I mean, you dress for what you're going to do, right? You dress for success. And I may not be. I'm not talking about wearing a suit while I'm driving a truck, but I wore a nice shirt and I made sure I was ready and I made sure I was clean and I made sure I was ready to go every day, right? And those kinds of things, right? And that's what we do. But it was something that I missed because for 2 years I sat in a damn fucking pair of sweatpants trying to get my damn legs to work for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And now I get to dress for success again and go to work.
Exactly.
It's like I love it.
Have a great day, Adrian, and enjoy your work.
I don't know about enjoying it, but it's an easy answer because honestly, when I work from home, I'll be bullshitting because it's at the same time I'm fucking being on TikTok, I'm fucking cleaning my house, I'm fucking doing laundry, I'm doing 1,000 things. So I'm not really enjoying work.
I thought you're supposed to work, not to work at home. That working from home means working from home, not working on your home, but working.
Most of my work done when I'm actually working.
That's how women are. That's how we are.
Listen, I envy women 100% because I am terrible when it comes to multitasking.
Oh really? Oh,
I'm terrible at it.
I thrive. Hey, Notorious. I thrive.
I love it.
Aries, first of all, so Aries thrive in
yes,
chaos.
I noticed.
The
That's the woman I'm speaking with right now is an Aries, and she is very, very good at that stuff. And I sit back and go, yeah, I sit in awe and go.
I mean, good morning. You finally called me, but I'm about to get off. It must be a good
Well,
year.
Charles, I'm finna open up my own dispatch company as well.
That's
nice.
I dispatch my trucks anyway, so
Are you
said, why not?
The brokerage, or are you gonna be?
Happy birthday! No, it's late.
I'm working on my brokerage license and everything as well. But yes,
I said the same
I already
thing.
got my dispatch.
I was so happy to catch her this morning.
Well, good morning, Peyton. Welcome in, by the way.
Welcome in. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining my live. I have to.
It's not even 7 o'clock yet.
Oh no, it's over
It
here.
is 7. It's 7:47.
Oh, it's 6:47 in Chicago. Oh, okay.
But Adrian, before you tell us what you're going to tell us, I want you to live like your shirt says every day.
Oh, I'm definitely the boss, baby.
There you go.
But for some reason, I feel like my boobs look really big in this damn shirt.
They do.
I keep fucking the words look so
why
small.
her boobs all up there?
Well, maybe if I put it this way, it'll kind of stretch out because it's up
Pull
here.
the whole shirt down.
Well, no. Okay, look, I got it tied up in the bag. That's the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, that's
I want
why.
everybody to see this body.
Hey.
Even
Rock
though there's
that big
nobody
up.
here to see
Look, like they said, shake what your mama gave you, baby. Shake.
Exactly.
All she gave me was these fucking hips because I ain't got no ass. So it's just.
I ain't got none either.
But look here. Like they said, long as you can see the ass from the front, that's good enough.
That's exactly what it is. Well, you know what they tell me? They say I'm Puerto Rican from the front and Italian in the back.
I love this lady, boy.
I know, right?
Thank you so much. I give you energy, you guys give me energy right back, and that's the whole.
Okay, here go this good energy, this good love. I'm sending you
all the time. I love you guys. You guys have a great rest of your day on purpose. Make sure you always think of the positive and not the negative. Because it's so easy for us to fall for the negative. It's harder for us to think about the positive. So you definitely have a great day on purpose.
I got one thing to tell you. They got this thing called the Sprite Plus Tea. Try it.
Girl, wait, hold on, sweetie.
Look, how many know about that?
I'm a fucking addicted, baby. I got cases. I got bottles. Yes, honey. Yeah. I got cases and bottles.
Please screenshot.
Stop playing.
Really?
Yes. It's good. Look, I'm drinking mine right now.
Isn't it like an energy drink?
No,
it's just Sprite with tea in it.
Right, with tea in it. Yeah.
Okay, I screenshot it.
They got tropical. They got tropical, cherry lime, and cherry too.
And where can you get it from?
I got mine from the store.
Walmart. Okay.
Yeah.
Walmart.
Ross told me to go to fucking Walmart to go get that damn coffee. I couldn't find it.
It's on the damn shelf. All the freaking Amazon's got it too. Come on now. Did you find it on Amazon?
I'm pretty sure Amazon got that Sprite with the tea in it too. I definitely got that.
I bet they got both. Now here, really quick before you go.
You want to tell me something real quick?
All you ladies, please do me a favor. put yourselves first, even for a few minutes today. That's important as well.
Absolutely, Charles.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Thank you,
permission,
Charles.
Daddy. No,
That's permission. Yeah. Listen, if I was closer to Florida, just saying. Kick your back.
I know. You will get my ass up early in the no. I will get your ass up early in the morning because I'm an early
No,
bird.
you wouldn't get. Oh no, I promise
I'll be
you.
like, I'm one of those women that would take the bucket of water and throw it on your ass and be like, damn.
Uh-huh. I was raised with an Italian mother, right? I know all about that. Thanks.
All right. You guys
good
have
one.
a wonderful day on purpose. I love you guys. Stay safe in these TikTok streets because these TikTok streets be nasty. I love you guys and you have a great day.
Have a
You
good
too.
one.
We
Bye
love
bye.
you too. I
Thank
love
you.
you
Love you
more.
guys. All right. Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.